Home in the valley, home in the city. Home isn't pretty, ain't no home for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway. Home isn't my way, home I'll never be. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Time is the essence, time is the season. Time ain't no reason, got no time to show. Time everlasting, time to play big sides. Time ain't on my side, time I'll never know. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and lives that were blue. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you.
Ouch. Stop, Duke. Sir Duke, stop biting me. Be good, kitty cat. Be good, kitty cat. Be good, kitty cat. Dookie doo. Damn it, Duke. Stop biting me. Stop clawing me. Hello, I'm being attacked by my heavy Teletubby kitty right here. He just wants, see, look, you've had all night to get attention. As soon as I sit here to go live, it's got to be all about you. You know BHB? He's looking at me like, don't put that crazy woman's voice on. Don't make me listen to it again, Mom. Hey, KCG. Hey, Hope. How are you, babe? Hey, Gina Marie. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, my little one just got put to bed too. They were up late too. And this is the first time in 4 years this kid slept till it was like 8:15, 8:30, but he was up half the night coughing. So yeah, I know he's gonna be Hey, Nadine. Hey, Rita. Hey, Marcy. Hey, Hope. I got you already. Hey, Brittany. Let me get through a little bit of this and I'll post the link and people can come up. Hey, T. Marie. I wasn't going to go live. Sorry. This is such a, I know it wasn't no notice. I mean, I don't even think I gave a 30-minute notice. I just figured, no, wow, just wow. I love it. I know where that comes from. That Turtle Boy dude, that Tom dude, that CPU Tom dude, he goes, wow, just wow. He's a clown. What were you chatting about? Well, well, Betty posted another little live, and hey, language of horses. Just never know where we're going to end up. I may let y'all pick where we go. You might be willing to stay up a tad. Um, these streets are freaking crazy. I am totally. I never thought I could say this because I thought I've seen it all on here and heard it all. At least, I mean, you know what I mean, like heard it all. I'm not actually witnessed it all, but today in Queens Live, I was blown away. I'm sorry, you cannot like Queen all you want, but that shit with messing with her lawyer and putting his info for a copyright strike to fight one. Why would someone even do that? How stupid can you be? And what is wrong with you that you would even go there and do that? But then they'll turn it all, it'll get all turned around and it was all Queen Bee's fault. She's done this, she's done that. No, 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 and no. And also, no, there was no one blamed for it. She said she didn't say who did it or who she even thought was behind it. So I don't even want it to go there. I'm sick of this shit. This shit is going too far. This is going too far. I can't believe how stupid somebody was. Why would you even do that? Why would you put yourself doing illegal things just because you don't like someone? Are you kidding me? Are you really fucking kidding me? Get over your fucking self. I don't watch that channel in their own words because to me, and I've said it before, and I watched one video. I'm not gonna lie, I watched one video when it first happened, primarily because I seen parts of it on other channels. To me, that's a one-sided channel. It's meant to only take Queen and exaggerate and take things out of context and show her. It's not meant to show the full and both sides. It's only meant to try to make her look bad. I have no interest in watching that channel. I've never shared that channel. I've never shown one of its videos, and I won't. Because to me, that is what a hate channel is. That's not trying to prove things right or wrong. That's someone specifically going after one person. When and while you're doing it, supporting the people that have done worse. I mean, make it make sense. So yeah, I can't support that. But today was too much. It was too far. Too far. Hey, beer can. Hey, booty shots. I didn't watch. Hey, Rowdy. I had to leave. I had you know family stuff to deal with. I had things to do. I didn't see the whole live. I seen that whole part though, and I don't. You can argue with someone. You can do whatever you want, but that's too much. That's too far. That's just too far. It's ridiculous. All because you're having a stupid YouTube disagreement with her, you're going to do the things that it wasn't bad enough in Crimes and Fashions chat. Idiots had to come in there trying to derail that live. You know, What the hell? Then you go and do this over a stupid copyright strike? Are you kidding me? How can it be worth that much to you, mean that much to you? I don't get it. I'm not blinded by hate like that for anybody or anger like that for anybody. So I just don't get it. I don't know what you're talking about, KCG. Hey, Sama. Are you blinded by love? Yeah, he's not. He's usually pretty decent with people. He doesn't usually. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to go back and watch it. I haven't got a chance to go back and watch it to finish it. Oh, Betty. Oh, Betty. She's playing crime tourist again. She's on the go. She's on the move. Not sure what she's doing. Neither is she. But she's showing everybody a trail. Um, a trail and glimpses of a university. Really, evidence. That's what a crime tourist does. They go around the town and they take pictures of all these places. And they even go to where they think or guess the crime took place. And they take pictures. She is a crime tourist. She totally went there for nothing more than content for her TikTok and her YouTube. She don't give two shits about that woman that was murmured. It just happens to fit her propaganda with her Trump rally. And you know what? I don't care about Trump. I don't care who she votes for. That's not for me to decide. Everybody chooses who they want. That's it. No one's going to change your mind. You have a right to your own decision. Do I agree with the policies and stuff? No. But I'm not going to get into the political stuff with her because Betty don't even understand it herself. If she did, she wouldn't be acting the way she does. She thinks that her going to a town meeting is like the presidential race. Yeah, it's not. Not even close. Um, yeah. And she thinks that we don't know that all politicians suck and are dirty. Um, they all are. Hello, surprise. Don't think it's just one sided. But anyway, so the crime tourist was on the move. She was done with her Trump rally. All that aggravation to go for one afternoon. Hell to the no. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to go back and finish it. I was in there for the part though about the lawyer, and that was just messed up. That's just I, I don't know. I don't get people, man. I don't get how anybody would think that was okay, and it damn sure isn't funny. So and why? And I'm sorry, but uh, the only person that could have filed to appeal the copyright strike or fight the copyright strike is the person who holds that channel who was struck. So there you have it. That should tell you something. I just don't get it. Probably never will. Because to me, there's nothing on YouTube worth that. Okay. Now, Betty has decided that she was going to go to Georgia after her one day event, um, being a front row Joe. She decided she was going to go to Georgia so she can tie this true crime case in with her rally. And I don't believe no one's even called her out on this crap yet. Come on, Betty, you do for tax purposes. Because now you can claim that trip and every nickel you spent, or actually your sub spent, um, as a business expense when it wasn't. It wasn't. You spent your time at the Trump rally. Come on. So what? You got a hotel for a night. What was it? $9.99. I I I I don't even know if you stayed the night. Don't care. The point is that had nothing to do with what you were doing that weekend, and that's one of the things that pisses me off, Betty. You should not entwine your true crime and your Trump shit. Your political shit should have nothing to do with these true crime cases. This girl's murmur is not the president's fault. I don't care how you try to spin it. It's the person who murmured her's fault. Hey, blonde one. Yeah, not to that extreme. I used to love camping. Um, Not the tent camping. I'm not gonna lie. I'm spider terrified, mostly because I'm allergic to most freaking spider bites. Um, but I'm also spider terrified. I mean, I'm extremely spider terrified. Hey, Patricia Sal. So yeah, we did the tent camping. I think twice. Yeah, I got a camper. Yeah, I had to get a camper. But we had a blast doing it. I miss doing that. It was years ago. But we had a nice camper. It's crazy. But Betty, there's like pull along things, tents and stuff that you can, that would you could pull with your SUV or you could attach to your SUV, take out the back and set it up. I mean, there's all kind of cool shit you could get. But I worry about you camping out in parking lots. Sorry, you're a woman by herself. I mean, I would worry about anybody. I mean, it's not like you stay in expensive hotels anyway. I know. You got to be a front row Joe, which all that means is you're the first one there. You people will beat people up for their front seats. I don't get it. You can see just as well in the second or third row and hear just as well as you get in that front seat. But y'all got to be up there with these stupid ass sweatshirts on that say front row Joes, and then yours, of course, says the Bullhorn Betty channel. Jesus. Okay. You're not there to get anything out of it, huh? Anyway, this 60 proud bitch is right. And there I go in the yellow. I should have said it, bish. Okay, 60 proud bish. Don't forget my banner. I did forget my banner, didn't I? Yeah, Lord knows we know there's enough damn striking going on. Like I said, this wasn't a planned live, but I've got a couple lives to catch up on. Like there was a couple last night that I wanted to see that I didn't get to see, and traders. Well, Dr. Vance did a really good live, but it's really long. I only got through part of it. I got to get through the rest of that, and I still didn't get to finish Queens. Yeah, it's a lot. The kids decided today they wanted attention, so you hated camping. Yeah, as long as I had a nice camper, full bathroom, yeah, full kitchen. Yeah, I yeah that's my idea of camping right there. I'm not a bug person. I love the outdoors. I'm not a bug person. I can't do fucking spiders, and I can't do these damn palmetto bugs. I've been down in Florida for 20 something years. I still cannot do these damn palmetto bugs. They still terrify me. Yeah, Menya. Yeah, Yeah, I thought that was the one she already did. Yeah, I did see that one before. It is a good video. It's really good. It shows a lot of facts. Do I need you to grab links? What do you mean links? Like for my channel? Yeah, there you go. Thank you, T Marie. This week I got to get ready for my son's birthday party. Oh, all them little kids. I'm going to need a couple bags of gummies. There's going to be 12 6 year olds here. Well, hopefully, like half of them won't come, but I always have the worst luck, and they all end up coming, and their parents. And then I got to be nice and entertain adults, and let me with the kids. I'd rather play pin the tail on the donkey with the kids and do the pinata than entertain the parents. I really would. I can't freak out about things like they do. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm older, been there, done that. I probably did when I was their age, when I was raising my son. Nah, no, I didn't. No sense. I mean, what's it going to change? Just going to work you up, get your blood pressure up, and it's not going to change a damn thing. So, yeah, no. All right, let's get into Betty. I'm done bullshit. Okay, this is the crime tourist. She's taking us on a tour of where Lincoln Riley was murdered, but she's not sure of this location. So she's going to tour the town, just like her and Olive Oil always do, only this time she's by herself. That's just weird traveling, doing all that traveling by herself. But okay, you know who used to do that all the time? Molly. I mean, I mean, but Molly would pay all that money to go somewhere and pay for a nice hotel and then never leave the hotel room, except to get drunk and get escorted back by the police, and then tell everybody they better super chat you and threaten them and piss on alive and you know yeah. All she did was sit in a hotel room and gorge. I didn't get that either. At least Betty don't do that. I couldn't handle that chomping. But this is Betty giving everybody a tour. I was going to play some of the live that leads up to this, where she's driving to Georgia, but I don't know. Maybe we should start with that because it kind of leads right into this. Because she just shows up there and starts. I mean, she doesn't do anything. Um, yeah, no real. Oh my God, that's a face only a mother could love. Um, yeah, I don't know. We'll play with this for now.
Hey guys.
Oh, hey Betty.
So I'm out in front
Oh,
of
and
the
Betty, by the way, just so you know, because I know you're gonna say haters. I don't hate you, Betty. I don't like your actions. I don't like your behavior. I don't like your mouth, the words you spew out of it, but I don't hate you. But okay. And actually, please stop because I got other content I want to do. But you're good for business, I think. I don't know.
the apartment complex. Now I don't know which entrance. We're gonna have to walk around here because I flip this phone around because there's another entrance over there, and I don't know which entrance. How the hell do I settings?
Video. She didn't even tell her audience what apartment complex. Okay, just because she said hours earlier that she was heading there to Georgia. Okay, she started this live without explaining where she was or why. Maybe she's going to get into it. I don't know. Let's see. I hope.
Camera. There we go. Give me just a second, guys, and I'll flip this around.
Oh, Lord.
So I'm unsure, like literally, like there's like this driveway over here is one entrance here in this apartment complex. But I was reading some articles to try to locate which apartment was his. So we're at the apartment complex where the gentleman was supposed to. I can't zoom in because I'm on StreamYard. I'm running on several different lives, but this is the apartment complex, and so
Uh, She's multi streaming. Again, I have no idea where. Don't care. But why do we need to see the apartment complex where this dude lives? She doesn't even know what apartment he lived in. What purpose is this? What breaking news is this? They pulled the same crap in Idaho.
So we're just going to take a walk through here, and
For
I'm
what?
just going to take you guys for a little cruise because I do believe that there is a house up there. I'm probably going to
There's a house, everybody. There is a house.
have to mute you guys just for a second because I don't want to have a hot mic.
Okay. Why? Because you breathe so hard when you walk? I do too.
Trying to turn my mic off and I can't seem to do it. Give me just a second. There we go.
Turn your mic off. Nobody's going to know what you're doing, Betty. You're supposed to be explaining to your chat what you're doing. You're not a very good tour leader.
So I think that that's the apartment right there.
Mm.
You can tell people are a little frustrated that media's here.
You're short-tempered.
Not
what do you mean? You're not the media, and you're the only one there. You're not the media. Yeah, they probably don't want the heckler there. You know? Don't lie to these people and tell them you're the media. You got all them damn lanyards on, don't you?
But that's okay. I just asked her but I think that's the because there's a note on that particular apartment. So I wanted to walk you guys back here where it looks like this is the path that she would have taken to cut through, right over here. This one right here. It goes here, but the dumpsters are actually over on this side.
What does this have to do with it? She was found on a trail, not here.
Some areas.
But she wasn't found here, Betty.
So this is where the dumpsters that they were searching right back here. So all of this is like really close to everything. I'm probably gonna have to set you up because I got to take the other camera out and get some footage, video footage of this. And I need to be looking for Ring doorbell cameras because I heard that there are some Ring door.
Lincoln, the nursing student that was murmured, Betty's using it with her political propaganda to say that it's President Biden's fault she was murmured because the dude came in this country legally and isn't an illegal alien, but she don't even have the facts about him yet. So she's blaming that on the Democrats, on the president, not on the dude that actually did the murmur. But she also was murmured on the trail. She's just doing what she always does. She's being a tourist, a crime tourist. She goes around and takes pictures and films the town, and that's her content. It's meaningless. And way after the fact. I mean, the dude's in jail.
Doorbell cameras that caught this. But here is the dumpsters.
Are you going to look at it?
Looking at.
Come on, Betty, get up there and look in that dumpster. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. I got faith in you. Search for that evidence.
Hey guys, so I'm here.
I didn't think so. You wouldn't do it for me in Idaho when you and Olive Oil went to Idaho looking for the murmur weapon. You wouldn't look in none of that. You showed all the dumpsters, but you wouldn't even go walk near one and look in one. You wouldn't look at a rock. You were just excited about a damn shovel that had nothing to do with nothing. But yeah, are you going to get in that dumpster? You could find some very important evidence, Betty. Come on. See that little blue thing there? You could use that as your stepping stool and you could get in there.
I'm here at the apartment complex where the assailant lived, and it
So,
appears there's some paths and trails back here, but this appears to be the dumpster area that they've been talking about,
mhm.
that residents saw Jose Antonio Ibarra dumping um, items, evidentiary items in these dumpsters back here. And so there's also a little trail even behind here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like a little trail right
But
there.
they don't have anything to
Get
do.
back here. I'm gonna be flipping this camera around quite a bit, back and forth. So I apologize, but I just wanted you guys. I know we're getting some.
That was breaking coverage there, people. You now know that that's the dumpsters that all the news and everybody else is already covered. There's no evidence in them. Um, but that is breaking. Um, the crime didn't happen there.
Hold on a second. There we go. Kicked me off for a second.
She don't.
Are
She
you
don't
interested in
language.
starting your own faceless YouTube automation channel, but all people do
And
is
your
tell you to
daughter
go to
could-
freaking
Or
Fiverr and
who?
Upwork and hire people to make.
So here's a path right here. And it is my belief, because everything happened within there, and there's the railroad tracks right there that everybody's been talking about. And there should be a retention pond somewhere around here, because I can see the railroad tracks. Let's just walk down there. But I think that this was a cut through for her. And we're going to take
But-
this whole entire trail here
But you don't know that.
on down. But when we were reading the articles, I just want to put into perspective how close the tracks are to the apartment complex. So there's the back of the apartment complex where Ibarra lived. And here, right here, are the railroad tracks. So it's obviously some people, you can see it's a path. So people are using this to walk on. Everybody, there's not been a murder on this campus in 20 years. Nobody ever would think that there is some type of violence on this campus. But they also didn't realize that this campus is housing illegal aliens either,
Okay.
which it appears is what it was doing.
What? Because of one person, you're blaming all illegal aliens? Because of one person's antics, one person's crime. Now you're accusing the school of hiding and harboring illegal aliens. That's reach, Betty. Ooh, isn't that a weird shadow? Doesn't that look like, if you just glance at it, I know it's not, but it's just a reflection, but don't it look like it's somebody standing there? Isn't that a weird shadow? Up in the left hand corner, which, wait a minute, would be your right hand, right to you, but left to me. Up by my avatar. Look at that video. Is that not weird looking? But it's just the reflection of the way things are looking. I know it's nobody standing there. But it's just, I don't know. You could like make out a shape. Hey, we could ghost bust. Yeah, she only knows what very limited information has been released from police, and they did say that he most likely came here illegally, and they were trying to find if he had any kind of uh, registration of any type. But there's not been a whole lot, But she's blaming everybody now. The school's harboring illegal aliens, and Joe Biden it's his fault that this girl was murdered. I pray. I feel awful for her family and for, and I pray for them. But it wasn't Joe Biden's fault, and we've heard Betty blame it on him. And it's not all the illegal aliens' fault either. Ghostbusters, yeah. But what do you all see up there in that corner? It's not quite the corner. It's like in the middle. Isn't that weird? Zoom in on that sucker. That's weird. Damn, Joe. There is a ghost on the left side near the tracks. I know the reflection makes it look like that, don't it? It's wild. It's like you can make out the shoulders and kind of a head if you looked at it that way, but it's really just, some brush and, whatever, the shadows. But yeah. Yeah, it is by the tracks. If you're on the screen, it's right across from my avatar. Pretty wild looking, huh? I'm surprised that olive oil isn't all over this, because she's all about the paranormal. Hey, Christina. Hey, go ask Alice. Yeah.
Because I can't figure out how the hell these people are even living on a federal campus
see,
with our
now you can see
students.
it's just
We have no idea who the hell they are, and they're here. And people can be pissed off at me all day long if they want to. What's going on here?
Oh, Betty.
I don't know why my screen just went down. I don't know why. That was weird.
Betty, you always
should not
problems.
be going off at all. My screen just went bloop. But
like
so this, I mean, look at this. I mean, there's a lot of wooded stuff behind here, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Without a doubt. So hold on a second. I got to get some. Let me put you guys down for a second. I got to get some.
Olive oil's going to be all over these videos, right? Claiming that that's the paranormal. Hey, runs with scissors, state, not federal. Yeah. The ghost of PHP. Betty saw a man and tripped and fell. She literally can't handle herself around the opposite sex. No, she didn't, twin thing. Oh, Lord.
Some footage out here. So just give me a minute. I'll find a way that you guys won't fall over. Got a lot of equipment out here today. Well, not as
Why,
much.
though?
I don't have a big backpack.
Don't do anything crazy on your live in the morning because I don't want anyone to think this is harassment because I'm reviewing you, and I don't so please don't do anything that needs to be reviewed. Can you take a day off? Just a day.
I just don't get it. I really don't.
I don't get it either, Betty. Maybe them ghosts in the front, because Olivia's going to be all over this footage now. She's going to say it's paranormal, that that it's all related, and yeah. No, it's definitely a ghost. Oh, that's right. Maybe she'll take tomorrow off. Get of the ranting and temper tantrums and not do one till Tuesday. That'd be good because then there's a break in between. She can't say it's harassment because it's not harassment. I would never harass her for what? To give her ammo? To give her a reason to get on her soapbox and cry? Because it's not my game anyway. I'm quite happy with just reviewing what she puts on YouTube. Betty, where are you at? This is your live. Where are you at? Hey, Betty. Bets, you have expensive phones. You have expensive cameras. You even have your subs buying you expensive laptops and computers, and you can't get it together. I have cheap equipment. And yeah, I have problems sometimes. But hell to the no, my cheap equipment works better. I mean, I really have cheap stuff. But it works. Bets, where did you go?
Here's one thing you need to
Where
do
did
before
she
you buy
go?
anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
I don't know what is going on here. Why my phone keeps shutting off. It's like
maybe because you run it 24 hours a day. Do you ever give it a break? I mean, even electronics need a breather, Betty. Just saying.
It's like it keeps. Let me just check this. Hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ! I can't even do. Like, I don't even have YouTube up, but it's still playing behind the background. Okay, let me just see here. Sorry, guys. I don't know why that phone keeps shutting off. Why does my Samsung shut off during a live stream?
Hey, Blue Screen. But blank screen, she doesn't even know where she was found. She's guessing. She's guessing. It's big news to find out that he lived in an apartment. Duh.
Samsung phone. Samsung phone. Good Lord. Unexpectedly power off. It's low battery.
Oh, and I haven't. Betty, you made a comment, which I'm gonna show y'all. We're gonna go do that. But Betty had something to say about the Underground Railroad. Wait till you hear what she had to say.
Feature. Okay, so let me turn my battery features off. Hold on a second. Let me see what I got here for battery. Give me a second, guys. I got to work on something here. Sorry. Battery. Saver off.
See, I got me a little cheap ass
Turn
phone
it off.
for now, just to have a phone,
protection.
and it works 100% better than this.
Battery percentage, turn off. I don't really care about battery percentage.
Has she ever not complained about anything?
It looks like it's the battery.
No.
Let me just check the screen. Display, adaptive brightness, lock screen, timeout after one. Let's turn that off. I'm going to turn that off.
In my opinion, biggest moron on YouTube. I agree.
Okay, we'll time that out after 30 minutes. Hopefully that'll keep us going, at least for right now.
She was dead air for a bit. Oh, great. Hey, Lorton girl. I'll just talk because she's not. I don't even need to pause it.
All right, guys. I think we're back. It's nice to see you guys. We're out here covering the Lake and Riley case.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just turn this around just a little bit. I hopefully won't shut off on you guys again. I don't know why the camera or the whole system, it was shutting off. It was timing itself out, and there should never be a timing out feature.
Betty, do you ever not whine? Oh, and she even manages to find time while showing you, giving you a tour of the town, to find time to be a Karen about the police and garbage. But you'll hear.
Sure. When you're on a live stream or YouTube, it usually keeps going and going. It's just something that's set up by the apps. And this one just starts shutting off on me. And I'm like, oh, what the heck is going on? So for those that don't know, I just wanted to read a couple things to you guys. Let me pull this down just a little bit so it's a little more manageable in my hand. So I just wanted to read a few things. So Riley was a native of Clayton County and a graduate at River Ridge High. She attended UGA, which is the University of Georgia, before transferring to Augusta University to the nursing program in Athens. When Riley did not return as expected from her morning run on February 22nd, a friend called the campus police department. The UGA community came together in honor of the live. Oh, and they did find her 30 minutes later, and she could not be saved. She was DOA. The UGA community came together to honor the live.
She wasn't DOA. That means deceased on arrival at the hospital. She was already deceased.
Of Lakin, who was murdered on campus Thursday, but there's also another person that many people aren't speaking of, and his name is Wyatt Banks. He died by unaliving himself the day before. Their deaths have left heavy hearts around the UGA campus. Obviously, this is one area, is this apartment. This is people who lived in the suspect's apartment complex, which is where I'm at right now, which is just a few hundred yards away from the crime scene. Silo of Azul, I can't even pronounce these names anymore. Azalulik, I don't know what the name of this thing is. Athens apartment complex where the brothers lived in a building right at the entrance. Oh, excuse me. Right at the entrance of the complex. So you got people that run through here. A lot of people run through here.
No, a lot of people don't, Betty. That was one person. In fact, in a little bit, you're going to say how nobody's around. So yeah, okay. Gosh, one person is a lot of people.
Athens complex where the brothers lived in a building right off the entrance off South Millage Avenue. The reason why I went to that second driveway is because that's where the apartment was. The first driveway has the like community center or leasing center,
But
you know, a big
Betty, the apartment didn't have anything to do with it. It was never mind. I can't.
building, and that was right to the right of it. So I assumed that if it's right there,
Don't assume.
they couldn't be right there by the office. They would have to
Mm,
be at the next entrance because that's the first apartment complex right there off the entrance. So
okay.
I think that first top house is theirs. And I spoke to somebody here, and they were a little, I got to say, they're a little disgruntled. It makes me wonder what is going on in this community where people that live here are so scared to speak about what's going on here.
Betty,
And that
because they didn't want to talk to you, doesn't mean they're scared. They just don't want to be bothered. You're not the media, Betty. You're not the press. You're a YouTuber and a TikToker. That's it. You are not credentialed. They just because they didn't want to talk to you does not mean they're scared. Does not mean the town is scared. They just don't want you people around. Do you not get it? It's a college town. They're well aware of your antics on social media. You and all these other wannabe detectives. You're there to video their town. They know that. They just want left alone.
that is what we're getting here. I will tell you that right now within 2 seconds of speaking to two different people. That is the sentiments I'm getting here. What is going on this particular, this is campus housing.
Okay.
This right here is federally owned campus housing. This is stuff that we all as taxpayers pay for. And we got students and adults that live here that are too scared to open their mouth.
They're too scared because they don't want to talk to you. Where do you get, because no one else is having a problem. The real media isn't having a problem talking to anybody. And I've not heard anybody say they're too scared to talk about anything. You're saying that because they won't talk. Oh, that's a good pause. I could have used that in my thumbnail. I might change that thumbnail. I'm not happy with how the face turned out on that thumbnail. But yeah, Betty. It's because they don't want to talk to you. They're scared. Yeah, okay. Gotcha, Bets.
On a university complex.
And I don't know if that is federal housing, but I'm going to find out. It's not hard to find out. Actually, I can probably Google it and it'll tell me. Okay. Where Lincoln Riley's murmurer was living, his apartment complex, is that federal student housing? Is that federal student housing? Not where. See, I hate this thing. No, I don't. I shouldn't say that because I don't hate it. Well, yeah, I do get mad at my phone. I get mad at Google. No, not Lincoln. Lincoln. It's putting the wrong name in. See, I should have just called Betty, but I want to know now. Just for my own curiosity. It doesn't say. Okay, let me look at the article. I'll play this while I'm looking at the article.
Something seriously wrong here.
Wait,
I will tell you
federal
that
housing?
right now.
That's what I'm trying to
where
find
you've
out.
got people
She's saying it was federal university housing, but that's a state school. So I don't know how. Okay, accept cookies. What the hell ever. It's on campus housing, but it could be privately owned. It says he was not a U.S. citizen, but he still could have had a green card. It was a crime of opportunity, is what they're saying. She was out for a run. They found her in a wooded area behind Lake Herrick. She was pronounced at the scene. She wasn't a DOA. Cause of demise believed to be blunt force trauma. And it wasn't on those trails. It says that he lived in the apartment complex just south of several trails that led to where her body was. But she was not on that trail, like Betty stated. All Betty had to do was read this article and it would tell her. Officers were also seen Friday afternoon searching a nearby dumpster while state troopers searched trash cans at a nearby bus stop and gas station. She failed to say that as well. She acted like they were only looking at, of course, they're going to look in the dumpsters that are right there at the where he's living. But they also checked nearby garbage cans and dumpsters as well. Police also reported there is no immediate threat of danger following the arrest. Riley was a student at UGA before she transferred to Augusta University in May of 2023 and remained active in her sorority. But it doesn't say. And Riley's demise is the first homicide on the university's campus in 30 years, Betty. Not 20, 30. You clearly didn't even read the articles. Jesus. The university said there is no higher priority than the safety and security of their students, staff, and employees, and are evaluating their current safety measures. It doesn't say anything about the property. They're having a vigil on their. I don't know if she stayed for the vigil or wait. No, the vigil's tomorrow at 3 p.m. Maybe that's why she got a hotel room. $10 Betty goes to that vigil.
So scared of talking about illegal aliens on this campus. Is this a sanctuary campus? Are you kicking people out of this from being able to rent these places that go to school here in order to house illegal aliens?
What? You're saying they're kicking people out of those apartments that are on the university campus to house illegal aliens? Are you freaking kidding me? What does that?
Are we hiding illegal aliens on our university campuses? These are questions I seriously have because I don't trust.
Are you? What is wrong with? Where is she getting this? She was grieving a few days ago at yet another crime scene. Yeah, grieving my ass because she's stupid as fuck. Yeah. Hey, runway trip. She tried to speak to two whole people who did not seem interested. So there is a big conspiracy now. Don't you know? Infamous versus famous, huh? Yeah, according to Betty, they're scared to talk. Hey, Clemson girl. So now they're hiding that they are kicking people out of the campus housing to house illegal aliens, and they're hiding it. Oh Lord.
Trust our government. Let me be very clear on that. There's a reason why I back Donald J. Trump. I don't trust our fucking government. I never will. Excuse my language. I've been popping off at the mouth a little too much here lately. Probably need to get right with God, especially on a Sunday because I just went to church. But that's a little concerning for me.
Wow.
What are they doing to the students here where they're too scared to speak? That's something we need to be talking to our kids about as well.
You're running your mouth and you couldn't take the time. You want us to believe this crap you're spewing, but you couldn't take the time to read the freaking article to even get the facts of the case right? So you did not go there because this poor girl lost her life in a brutal, tragic way, and it should have never happened. That I agree with. That should have never happened. But you didn't go there because you care about this victim. You went there to spread your stupid political propaganda. Shame on you for exploiting this girl's murmur for your own benefit. Hey,
All right.
Bukasser.
Because I came up here, I simply asked a woman, is this the apartment? And she's like, I got no comment. Well, honey, I didn't ask you to make a comment. I just asked you if this is the place. Well, I don't live here. I said, okay, well, ma'am, there's no need to be rude. Well, I'm not trying to be rude, ma'am.
They just, maybe she didn't want you to bother her, Betty. Because you wear them fake lanyards around your neck, acting like you're the press when you're not. Maybe she just, you don't look professional. Sorry, Betty, but you don't. Anyway, maybe she just didn't want bothered. And you always have such a chip on your shoulder, and you're always so full of anger. I don't believe you, and you're always so snarky. I don't believe you were nice. I just don't. As soon as you got to feel that woman wanted nothing to do with you, I bet you did the bullhorn thing.
Well, I get you're not trying to be rude, but you are.
Hey, Jerry. Welcome in.
And you really don't want to like some me. But I didn't say that. I kept it cordial, But it's still the tone.
I doubt that.
It's still the tone here. Why do they have this tone?
Because maybe she didn't want bothered. Oh, my God. Betty, it's a tone because she didn't want bothered. What kind of tone were you using with her? I'd like to know that because I know how you talk. Just by watching you in your meetings and on here. Yeah.
We saw the cut through. They said it's 360 feet. I know it has to be that apartment. Right there on the right as you come into that second entrance.
You're wrong.
And I truly believe that this path right down here is the one that Lakin took, but I think she came in over there by cutting through the apartments, and we're going to show you guys that.
But you don't know that,
I'm going to show you guys that in just 2 checks of a lamb's tail. Let me set you guys up. I got to get some footage, and then we'll get back, because I'm taking you guys for the ride of my work. Olivia's not quite here yet.
I knew it. They're going. Olivia's on her way there. They are going to the memorial strictly for their content, not because they care about this girl. They don't give two shits about her. They're there, but she's there to spread her political propaganda, and that really floors me with Olivia and her mom, as much as this thing's a trumpeter. Anyway, they're there to exploit this case. She doesn't have the facts. She couldn't. I just read you the article where she was wrong on how many years it'd been since there'd been a murmur in that town. She was wrong about the location. She was, oh my God. And she left out information. But I am going to find out if that apartment, because I don't believe it's federal housing. It's a state school. And university housing can be privately owned. There can be apartments and stuff on campus that are privately owned. So I am going to look into that. I'm going to have to look into property records, I think, though, because I didn't see it in any of the articles, but I'll keep looking for articles. What are you doing, Betty? What the hell is she doing? Is she serious? Why does she have that damn vest on? What? My God. This is what the hell happened to my phone? See, here I am now having problems. Oh, there it is. She's a trip, man. What are you doing? And Betty, you don't have the nice high tight ass you think you have, by the way.
So we're going to also be going to the UGA campus because we're going
And
to
I'm
take the
only
tour of her trip.
I'm only saying that because the video I'm getting ready to show you in her car, she was bragging about her nice behind and telling all the females they're jealous of it. Yeah, no. Okay, no.
So she had she obviously walked from her apartment.
Okay. No, she went for a run, Betty. She was a runner. She was a jogger, Betty. Why does she do this? There is a person in custody. The poor girl's family must be devastated and the whole community in shock. And along comes this big mouth thug Betty. What is she achieving? Content. And her and Olivia will go to that memorial and try to talk to people and lie to them and tell them they're the real media and try to get interviews and interfere and bother people and exploit the case for content because Betty don't care about this little girl. She's there to spread her propaganda.
Over here. So we're going to take that trip.
Yeah, everybody, that reminds me. Hit that like, sub up if you haven't subbed up. And we do have poolside memberships
as well. But I'm just trying to get some content. I know this Lake and Riley case is not going anywhere anytime soon. This is going to be a talking point through this entire election season. I can tell you that.
Why?
Because this is the reason. This right here is the reason we've been demanding the borders to be closed. And we now know, because I've done the research, that this is going on all over the country. Our mainstream media is keeping it under wraps. They're not taking it to national news media because people are ditching cable. So there's a lot of uninformed people out there in the country because they're not watching, they're getting their news on social media. And so mainstream media realizes that if they're not broadcasting it or telling it, nobody's finding out about it. And so this is the path right here.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so now you're telling me that media all over the country is sweeping all these murmurs by illegal aliens under the rug because people are dropping their cable and just using social media. No, what they do, Betty, is they get streaming services. And with streaming services come multiple channels. You know, you can get packages. And guess what? There's freaking news on them, Betty. Go figure. Betty, there's news all over social media. Every news station has social media. And most of them have YouTube channels. So, yeah, wrong again, Betty. That's a reach.
So,
including you, Bets. That's exactly true. The runaway truth. That's
First off,
exactly.
if you haven't made money with AI yet,
That's exactly what she's doing.
She took right here, because right up there through this right here and around the corner, over to the right is that first apartment where I met that lady that was really rude. She was a heavier set lady.
It's further
and
down,
she seemed
Betty.
pretty, you know, she was standing out there watching me, and so I was just walking up to talk to her.
Patricia,
She's just rude as shit.
You.
And I've been reading a lot of art.
Wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Everybody, thank Patricia for your gifted membership and welcome to Poolside.
Articles about some other media people coming out here and saying the same thing, that people are scared to talk here. And I didn't believe it because I'm just thinking, you know, maybe they didn't want to talk to mainstream media. You know, everybody talks to
I've read several articles while I've been sitting here. I haven't seen any of these articles say these people were afraid to talk to them. So I don't know where she's saying this because nobody wants to talk to her. But you can bet her and Olive Oil will be intruding on these people. Leave this little community alone, Betty. The family's devastated. They lost a child. The community hasn't had a murmur in 30 years, Betty, not 20, 30. And, you know, just leave it be. Leave it alone. It's not your business. You're not even from that area. You could do this sitting at home. You're only doing this. You're only in Georgia. And I'm sorry, but I truly believe it's to write off, not only to write off your rally trips as business expense, but also to push your trumpeter propaganda. That's my opinion. I'm allowed to have it. It's called, I have freedom of speech just like you do. I have fair use just like you do. And you can't say I don't fair use you because, honey, I fair use you to death. No pun intended.
Media, whether you like it or not, they do, right? Because
Mm.
we're not assholes. In
What?
most cases, we're not assholes. I can be an asshole quick.
All
I can
done.
drop an asshole right now. You guys want to see it? I'll do it. I got the bullhorn, right? But anyways, this is right here.
She carries a freaking bullhorn. No, Betty said it. In the video I'm getting ready to show you, Betty said it. Not me. She said she got a nice high type booty. Because she'd be lugging all that equipment around. I don't know what she's putting in her cornflakes, but
Is the path
might
that
be
I
better
believe
than my
Lakin cut
gummies.
through to get on the trail, and I believe she's going this way because we're going to Lake Henrik, I think is what it is. And she was somewhere in a retention pond or near a retention pond out here. So we're just going to do our best to try to locate what we can. I don't really have a whole lot to do today. I hear some rustling behind me. There we go. Must be animals. One thing I've noticed is on this whole entire trail, there's no emergency buttons. You know how when you're on campus on normal campuses, every place they have those emergency stations that you can push a button and have law enforcement right here. In this case, I don't see it. I don't know if Lake Henry's back that way. Maybe I need to look at my GPS. It might
It's
be
not
back
Lake
that way
Henry.
because that's the way the runner went. The runner went that way, not this way. It looks like I'm going back into more apartments.
Careful, could be the one thing
Find
slithering creature.
Pyric. This is the name of it.
Head northwest on
Hey,
Village
running
Avenue
bear.
Extension.
Am I going the right way? I am going the right way, it says. So we'll just keep going this way. So this must be the way she ran. So she must have cut through right there and jogged probably this whole entire make sure I'm going the right way because it's starting to turn me a little bit. Maybe I should make sure I let them know I'm in. Let's see, directions. Let's tell them I'm walking. Start.
Head northwest on Village Avenue Extension.
Yeah, this is it. This is the right way, according to the directions. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill that. So it was up here. So and they're talking about the railroad tracks, which is there in the retention pond. So I'm assuming that it might be that way, but I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, you don't.
How long was she missing for? From what I hear, when she didn't return around like 11:30 or noon, her roommate knew something was wrong because apparently this was a normal practice, a normal run, a normal walk or jog for her that she did regularly. So I think her roommate knew her behaviors and realized, there's somebody jogging. I didn't want to get them on camera. So I don't mind. I just didn't want their face on camera. I'm not here for the kids. I'm here for the walk. So what was the question? I got sidetracked a little bit. How long was it before she was missing? I think they called pretty much immediately, but from what I hear, she went on this run early in the morning, but I don't know. I'm not familiar with what time she left. I'll have to do a little more research on that.
Well, Betty, what are you doing then? You clearly did not bother to research at all for this case. Because all I had to do was pull up a quick article and I could prove you wrong in some of your statements. Why are you there then? I know why you're there. Exploitation.
Those are important details, but I don't know the answer. But I hear that she left, early in the morning. She's usually home by a certain time, and when she never showed back up, her roommate got ultra worried because it was out of character for her. She always comes back. So it sounds like her roommate immediately called law enforcement because it was strange behavior. And within 30 minutes of law enforcement being notified, she was found. So I don't know. I answered part of your question, but I think that's all I really can answer because I really just don't know. But this right here, I mean, and there's been a lot of questions. How did this happen without her screaming, without anybody hearing anything? And one of the things where they were talking about the time of the morning that it was, that there may not have been a whole lot of people up, and also the fact that this was probably such a blitz attack. She probably didn't have the opportunity to scream. And I wonder if that holds to be true with Rachel Morin. Like, there's something wrong with this. And why are we being hunted?
Oh my God.
Why are women on these running trails being hunted like prey?
Why do you keep bringing up a case that has nothing to do with this one? Because his DNA's in the system, Betty. So is the DNA that was left at the Rachel Morin case. CODIS there would have been a hit on CODIS, Betty. You don't think? Oh my God, I can't. This woman, she's. Don't you think you should research the case before you go there, Betty? You went there strictly for content, for that vigil they're holding tomorrow, to insert yourself, you in that olive tree. That sneaky behind the scenes little.
I mean, we got this going on here in Georgia, and we have it going on in Bel Air, Maryland. And I do believe that this guy, because I did find out and confirm that this guy has been in this country since 2022. So it is still possible that he could be associated with Rachel Morin. And I'm still going to go beat that drum because it didn't make sense when I found out.
So now you're saying this guy, Betty,
he was here September 2023, a month after her. Somebody said it was 2022, and I heard it was 2023. But I did do my due diligence and confirm that it is 2022. So we'll see. Sorry, there's somebody else walking. I don't want to get their face in the camera. But it is wooded. Look at that. I wonder if this was used at all. There's garbage cans here. There's receptacles.
Betty, there's garbage cans freaking everywhere. Everybody got a damn garbage can, and complexes have fucking dumpsters. That's not news, Betty. You are so far off as usual. But you make sure you take care of yourself now and you listen, okay? You got to heal right. Yeah, she did. Hey, Erie Sunset. She does think she's mainstream.
We'll just keep looking until we find.
She actually thinks she is the media. She wears 3 or 4 lanyards to try to get everybody to believe that she's the real media. And then if they don't want to talk to her, it's because they're scared. Betty showed a picture of a snake bite. A snake with 1 tooth. Yeah, the snake was also dead. Yeah. But she claims, she got bit by a dead snake with 1 tooth. That wasn't a snake bite. It was dead. Did she forget that she showed the video of the dude going and the snake was dead? It didn't, so it couldn't have even went across her feet. I think she stepped on it or something, but it's dead. Hey, Pippi Nose Talking. She never knows anything about anything. She sticks her nose in. I don't know any details, but I'm gonna run my big mouth about it. That's her professional capabilities limit. Yep. She damn sure didn't even bother to continue reading the articles because all I did was Google, and articles came out, and she clearly didn't bother to read them through because she was wrong.
Find it. This is all we do when we're out here anyways, is we just walk, but I'm just taking you guys for the walk with me. There's dumpsters everywhere along this path. But they said where she was found was only 600 feet, so I think it was back there at that track. I think it was over by the retention pond, which is what they were indicating, but apparently this is the way that she would have normally went because she runs around that area, and I think that area is right over here. Let's just go look. I can tell you I'm more than 400 feet away from the path. Oh, we'll have to read that language again to identify. But there's definitely multiple trash receptacles along this path. I wonder how many, did he just wait until he got home to start disposing of evidence, or did he happen to start disposing of evidence clear? But if he didn't attack her down here, which I don't suspect he did based on the language of several articles, he would have had many trash receptacles all the way back. I think where we were back, where the railroad tracks was more close to where she was, because according to, I think it's Alive 11, they stated that it was 300. Oh, thank you. Who is that? Oh, it's me, Jen. Thank you, love. I appreciate it. God bless you. There's a lot of receptacles along this way.
Was I
But from my
muted that whole
understanding, this is
time?
the path.
Did I not? Did you guys? Was I muted that whole time? Just in case I was. Betty, read the freaking articles. It says her body was found a short time later near in a forested area around Lake Herrick, near the intramural fields. Fields, Betty. Do you know what fields is?
She ran. I don't know if this goes into a circle or not.
Oh my.
Again, we don't really have nothing but time today. Olivia's about an hour and a half
I feel bad
away.
for that town.
So I'm just kind of out here looking, and this is it. Takes about 30 minutes to get to the lake, and that's walking. They were running, so I'd have to think that cuts it down to about 15 or so minutes, maybe 20 at best.
That depends if she was jogging, wogging, or walking. You do know that there's, people jog or they wog, which is a combination of walking and jogging, or they walk. You could have been 3 different times there, Betty. I'm sorry. I'm just being a clown. I'm just messing with her.
A whole lot. I would have known all this, I would have probably brought the car instead of walk, which I probably should do, but I think at this point I'm almost halfway there anyways. So what difference does it make, right? Hopefully, I remember how to get back. Might have to call the law. Say I got lost. Can you
You
help me
know
find?
what, Betty? Had you done your research, you would have been able to map it, and it would have told you exactly the distance, and you would have known. But that would have required some brain cells to work.
My car.
Okay, Beer Can, thank you for coming
Apparently,
in.
there's some
Have a
type
good
of
night.
retention pond around here, and I gotta go find it. But I don't think it's this
Oh,
way
just wait,
because
Running
the
Bear. She's
measurements
going to
don't
be a whole
make
Karen
sense. But
here
I did want
soon.
to come out here, and then we'll go back. But I mean, the campus is nice and quiet. Granted, it's Sunday, but I have to think this is similar to. Um, and I've got my blazer on, so everybody knows I'm not just a student here. I'm actually here with, doing work. I do that because I don't want people in a hot mic. I don't want people saying unintentionally things that they don't mean to say for the public
Oh
to
my
view.
God, I was muted again, wasn't I? I'm going to quit muting. Betty, who you working for? Who? What work? You're there as a crime tourist. You're touring the little college community and you're videoing it for your content. You're a crime tourist. Who you work for? You're not the media, though you try to portray you are, because you know what? Reporters don't wear pink vests that glow in the dark. Just saying, in broad daylight.
So if everybody knows I'm here and what my intentions are, they can choose to speak to me or
Rather
not
than
speak
50
to me. I
assault
really could care
charges,
less.
she's a fine
I'd like to get
citizen.
their thoughts and sentiments, but I'm not going to be treated rudely because I'm out here doing a
I don't think
job.
anybody
I didn't do
mistake
this
her
to
for a
them.
student. Oh my.
Kind of like the whole Idaho 4. None of the media did it. This is, well, we should be broadcasting it, and shame on the people that don't.
Betty, none of the media did it because what freaking difference did it make where Brian Koberger lived? The murmurs weren't committed at his apartment. They weren't committed in the little, which it's weird, it was another town, but it's only right there. It had nothing to do with the crime scene, Betty. His apartment was not a crime scene. He wasn't even arrested there, Betty. So why would the media? All you and Olive Oil did was do what you're doing right now. Walk around, complain about the cold, point out that there was dumpsters. Oh, and there was a lake. Yeah, I remember how excited they were. But boy, when they seen that community garden for the university's agricultural program and that shovel, and it was all fenced in, with like that chicken wire fence. But you could tell it hadn't been moved in months and months and months. It was wintertime. But boy, that was big news for her, and that the town had a lake. But they didn't lift one thing. They wouldn't get in a dumpster. They wouldn't get in the damn water. They wouldn't lift a rock. They wouldn't look in a hole. All they were doing was filming the area so you could see where he lived and where he possibly could have went. They don't know if he ever went there. Just, well, he possibly could have. Yeah, I did a live one or a video upload on it. It was funny as hell. I laughed my ass off. They were being crime tourists.
I think that this is an important topic. Like, a girl was senselessly murdered on campus. Yeah, safe campus.
Not there.
In many of our own backyards.
Mm.
It's just sad. I don't know where the lake is from here. Let me see.
Why do you think no one else besides you and JLR do this shit? Why do you think the real media doesn't do this shit, Betty? Just curious. to see what you'd say to that. Because I think I know. Because it doesn't mean anything.
It's still another 20 minutes away, and it's all the way down that road there. I'm not going to do all that. I'll go get the car and drive more. But it's about a mile down
You
the
don't want
road.
to
So
get
she had
blocked,
herself
so
a
she's
nice
not
little run
worth it.
every morning. I mean, that's what I could possibly say about this situation is she loved to run, and she had herself a great path, and it was on a well lit, well populated area. I mean, like you couldn't do anything better than the way she did it. I mean, look at this. I mean, who would have thought that just running, again, it's like Rachel Warren. And now I'm back on the Rachel Warren thing, and I just did a video on TikTok saying I don't think it's that he had anything to do with Rachel Warren anymore because he wasn't even in the country. Now I'm finding out he was in the country a year before. How long? And they said that he just got to Georgia. So was he in New York this whole time? Was he that close to Rachel Warren? I've got questions, guys. Now that we know that he was back here 2022, there's another woman that was brutally murdered on a running trail in similar fashion with a guy that has the same type of haircut. I don't know about you, but I call that, a little too close for comfort for my palate.
Okay. Betty, do you know how many guys their age have that haircut, Betty? Maybe you should research those facts, because a lot of people do. But, again, you don't think law enforcement didn't put his DNA into CODIS? You don't think they put the DNA in from the Moran case into CODIS? Huh. I can't. She's fussed. Hey, Twist. Hey, Fireflies. How are you?
They were going through all this stuff. They stole stuff from the Walmart when they got here and let go. Like anybody else steals crap, right? Like our Florida governor's trying to make it a freaking 30-year sentence for people that get 3 strikes for retail theft. I mean, and these people were just let go. So many failures from New York to Georgia. Mm-hmm. The illegal immigrants do not run this country. We, the people, do. And you know what? This is my stand right here. I'm done. It only takes a few rotten apples to ruin it for the whole crew. And that's
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep saying I'm not muting. I'm just gonna click my lighter in it. Hey, yeah, she can't do that. She'd have to do work, Mona Lisa. She'd have to do research. I mean, she couldn't even be bothered to read through at least one of the articles she brought up, and I just did that just now with you guys live. I got the facts out of it. She couldn't even get the years right, let alone locations. And she don't know anything, but she's talking. She doesn't know any more than what's in those articles because that's all that's been put out. It's mind-boggling.
That's what we got here, and people can't be pissed off or bitch because I'm sorry, my life matters to me, and the American lives matter to me. I'm sorry, you haven't even paid a freaking dime of taxes. All you've done is take, and you're going to come in here and steal from us and then kill one of ours? Hell to the no. Mm-mm. This is my stand.
First off, it's not stealing from you. It's stealing from Walmart, and that's alleged. You don't have his background, Betty. Also, And, you know, maybe the jails were overcrowded and it was a simple shoplifting charge, so they let him go. Okay? But you can't blame everyone for the actions of one. And that's what I don't like, how you're lumping this all together. You can't blame everyone. All the illegals are not to blame for the actions of one.
Stand. I'll be back at the border.
Did she pay her taxes?
I'm done covering cases like Lake and Riley. There are many that we haven't covered.
Brunswick scissors, sales taxes, Betty. Shh, don't tell her that. Oh, well, thank you for coming in, Runway Truth. Yeah, I get it. She can do that to you. She enrages a lot of people. She's so disrespectful. The ownership of these people is staggering. Yeah. Have a good night, Runway Truth. Thanks for coming in.
And maybe it's time to start exposing this ugly truth, because I'm sick and tired of people acting like it doesn't exist or it's not a problem. We've got to get dead nursing student. Trust me, it's a freaking problem. And I'm done with it. And when I get done with something, nobody's happy. I can tell you that. So it's going to be balls to the walls with this case
Lord.
right here for me.
What do you think you're going to accomplish, Betty?
This was completely preventable. Law enforcement had a duty and they failed.
Because they didn't lock him up and throw away the key over a shoplifting charge? Are you kidding me? You had far more serious charges, Betty. And you did everything you could not to get locked up. And you were lucky that it was your family members, because otherwise you would have been. But you wanted him locked up and the key thrown away for shoplifting. Okay, Betty.
I don't mind calling law enforcement out when it's rightfully to do so.
Yeah, she's real.
They put that badge on to uphold our Constitution, not trendy topics, not wedge issues. Uphold our Constitution. And when they fail to do that, they get on my bad side real quick. I'm dealing with law and order issues in Manatee County right now, and trust me, I'm about over that shit too.
You're dealing with law and order issues. Betty, you're trying to fight something that was already passed about some red light cameras at the school crossings to add a little bit more protection for the children. That's what you're doing. And dummy, it's already been passed, but you're still going there bitching about it. God forbid, protect our kids.
So this no more. This no more. This girl deserved to live. She deserved to thrive. She deserved to help people.
Yes, she did.
And we've got a freaking university of all people, the University of Georgia, letting undocumented illegal aliens live on campus amongst our students. Have they lost their fucking mind? That's my question.
Okay, Betty, just because somebody's undocumented doesn't mean they're a threat to society. Doesn't make them a danger. Are you kidding me? And also, maybe the university didn't even know he was living there. Like I said, it could have been private housing. It could have been owned privately. Being undocumented doesn't make you a dangerous threat, Betty.
That is my question. Have they lost their ever-loving mind?
Oh, my Lord.
If I was a teacher, a student, a parent, I'd be pissed. Because you know what? They put all the female teachers in harm's way too. How about the teachers that brought their children up here? Because their children were sick. They put them in harm's way. Just sick shit.
What?
Just sick shit.
What are you talking about? Who put him in harm's way? And why would they take their kids to work with them? What are you talking about? He worked on campus, Betty. Seriously, she. You notice she doesn't do anything for her own community because they have created laws because of her. Yeah, because of people like her and her. You're right. And I mean, we just not 2 hours from me. Maddie Soto was found, and not 45 minutes from me is where she lived. Well, about an hour and 47 minutes is where she was found. But that's real close to Betty, too. And she barely mentions that case because she knows she can't get away with her antics here. That's why she rarely ever goes hard on the Florida case anymore.
Must have been a cutoff right there.
True crime knitter.
So this is the first one we saw.
He was released for overcrowding, and no, he was not here legally. Yeah, I know he wasn't here legally. That's what I figure. The jail was overcrowded. It was a shoplifting charge. She thinks that because he was an illegal alien that he, and I hate that word, but because they're human beings. But because they didn't lock him up and throw away the key for a freaking shoplifting charge. But Betty had serious charges against her. And how would she? The real grins. Don't fake the funk. Her video. That's a cool name. Don't fake the funk. Don't fake the funk. Her videos make me nauseated. Yeah. No, that's why she won't do the crap here. I was like, Betty, come on. You could be covering this. This was, but no, you barely mentioned it. And then, of course, you know, she's got all this bullshit antics to say that she knows nothing about. And that's it. I mean, there's no money in it, there's no views in it. Yeah, she did run with some scissors. You're right. Because it was her mother and her
Sorry,
ex-husband.
that gentleman's walking back. I didn't want to catch him in the video, so you guys are just going to look at grass for a little minute.
You're gonna look at grass for a little minute, but she did because it was her family. Had it been anybody else, she wouldn't have. Okay, what's my sister sending me now? Oh, I hate when she does a group chat. I don't even know the people she has in chat. Okay, I'll look at it later. This is crazy. Have you ever had any of Betty's court documents and also Oh yeah, I review all that. As soon as I get them, I've been lucky enough to get them and get them out. But yeah, I've reviewed several of them. The last ones I had to take the live. I had to private the live because of my cat pulling all them cords out. But yeah, I've reviewed all up till now. I was thinking about doing it, finishing them, but because it's the last filings, but just never got to it. But I have all of it on my channel. It's for good laughs. It's pisses you off, and at the same time, you gotta laugh because you can't even believe. She actually put one of my thumbnails in the lawsuit. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, as her evidence, she used one of my included one of my thumbnails for one of my videos.
Yes, I agree. The world needs more Jesus. Well, we just got out of church, so. Good, Mud.
Come on, she brags. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to go real life on her, but she brings this up all the time. She brags and brags about being this A student to that non-accredited school that she got her certificate from. Um, and at the time, it was not an accredited school. It was one of those certificate/degree programs that were going rampant back in those days. Um, it didn't take you the full term. It was like a crash course, or so to speak. And it was unaccredited at the time. But she was on the dean's list. She's a crackpot, knows the law like the back of her hand. Why didn't she ever pursue a career in being a paralegal? Her little paralegal duties didn't even last a year. Wonder why? Wonder why? You brag about being such an ace paralegal, but yet you didn't make a career of it. Just questions. I've often wondered what she would say why she didn't, though I don't think she'd tell the truth. But anyway,
I'm glad your governor did. This needs to stop. I'm sorry. I'm not. If anybody knows my family makeup, I have Hispanics in my family. Obviously they had to come here from somewhere. So they came over here in the lawful way. I have an entire family that's Hispanic. Entire half of the family on my dad's side. Nieces, nephews, aunts, uncles, all Hispanic. All Hispanic. And I got to tell you, I love Hispanic people. They're my family. Okay? I don't like monsters. And I can tell you, my cousins, my aunts, and my uncles, this is making them sick. Sick. So I
Betty, um, I got something to tell you. Betty, you're as white can be. So how do you have Hispanic aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, and cousins? Just asking. I don't know, because honey, you white. Um, but I'm not going to get into that about your family. I think it's wrong how you're using it and making it a point to point out that they're Hispanic. Because I've had somebody on here call my family tokens, and they don't know jack shit about my family. So I won't go there. But just a question, because girlfriend, you white.
don't want to hear these people on their little pedestals whining and bitching and saying, oh, the families. Let me tell you something. The Hispanic families that came here the lawful and legal way are irritated, pissed off, and just angry that they had to spend all of their entire life savings to get here the proper channels and people can just walk over. Do you understand how infuriating that is? Think about if it was you. If you had to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to build something, to earn something, and then to have it taken away from you, and then somebody could just come over here and not have to deal with any of that, just doing it the illegal way. You think that doesn't piss some people off? You bet your ass it does. You bet your ass it does. People like me, even with this free college, think about people like me and people like you that had to pay for our college. We had to work 2 and 3 jobs to get our college paid for. And we're hearing that they just forgive all the student debt. Who's paying for it? Oh, that's right. We, the people, are paying for it. So I had to pay for my college, and now I have to pay for everybody else's. No, thank you. I had to work.
Most college kids have so much student debt, Betty. Remember when you were in Idaho with olive oil and I reviewed you guys and you called student loans garbage loans? Repeatedly saying they were garbage loans because these kids were paying rent and getting cars and living off the money. That's what the loans are for, to pay for school and expenses. And they have to pay that back at high interest, Betty. Yeah. Just say you know.
Work for it. What is it with this country where we don't work for shit anymore? We're entitled to it. Where did this entitlement come from? That's what I want to know. Where did this entitlement?
I've been asking you that for a year and a half, 2 years now, Betty. Where does your entitlement come from? Where? You've not answered me. So why do you think you deserve an answer? I'm only trying to be cocky here because I don't want to get into the political stuff with you, because you're an ass when it comes to political views. You really are. You're an ass. And that's just my opinion. But people are human beings, Betty. Human beings.
Entitlement come from all these countries, from our own people here, from people that don't want to get up and go out to work that can. You know, our resources should be for the sick, the poor, and the injured of our own people, not people that decide to cross over here.
How you doing, Global Globe? PHP tape.
Illegally and just suck the life out of the country
Oh,
in droves. I'm over it. You guys haven't noticed.
Okay, we don't care.
And I don't care what clip channels clip me. They can kiss my white breaded ass.
Wait. Sorry, I don't want to talk about family, but you just said it. Betty, if you have Hispanic aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, and cousins, how are you white? Just asking. It's just an honest question. But you are a white girl. Yeah, Vic.
I don't care. My worry about other people's opinion when people are dying in my country, I could give two shits about. Go bitch somewhere else. If you don't like it here, please, by all means, go to Mexico. Double dog dare you. We'll raise money to get you there. How about that? We'll raise money to get you there. All right. So here's the path. Just to let you know where we're at. There's her cut through right there. Here's her path. And so it is there's a retention pond around here.
It's not a retention pond.
I don't know where her thing is.
She was found by the fields.
She's gonna walk.
She was found by the fields. Okay.
Keep walking. See where this leads.
Maybe the fields are down here. I don't know.
And then we'll go that way. Like there's the railroads. Let me read how where they found her. Let's read this real quick. Hold on. Let me sit you guys down. Give me just a second.
I don't know. That doesn't look like fields to me. There's even a building there. I don't know.
At an angle. I think you guys are gonna fall forward. Okay, so there's the cut through there that I believe she took, and she either went that way or she went like this way, and there's like a gate right there.
Then she couldn't have taken that cut if she went that way or that way.
There, but I'm gonna read.
And at the end of the day, what does it matter?
I'll read
Those don't look like fields to me.
Okay, nope. That said, the crime scene was just a short distance from the complex. 11 alive, not alive 11, it's 11 alive. Measured it out, and from a bar's front door, it was 360 feet to the cut through that led to the patch behind the complex, which we found. This path, it was about another 400 feet to a set of railroad tracks. That's where we were. You have to cross to get to Oconee Forest Park that leads to the trails that eventually lead to Lake Hendrick. The woman said the area where Laken's body was found was back near the retention pond before you ever get to Lake Herrick.
It said she was located by the fields. That doesn't look like fields to me. What the hell happened?
The train tracks. Let's see if these go to the train tracks.
She's not even in the right area. She did not follow any of the directions. They aren't even having to investigate this case anymore. They have the guys. So what in the hell does she think she's doing for the case? We don't know. She don't know because she's not even sure of what she's doing or where she's going. She hasn't followed anything in the stories. She can't get the years right. She can't get the location right. She can't get a lot right. She has no idea where she's at, and she didn't even follow directions of what the detail that was given in that specific article because she totally didn't go that way. She went in a whole different direction. She's a clown. She's a clown.
Is back here. I can see the train tracks back there, and we did that one path. I think I was on the right path with that one to the train tracks. So I think I'm going to go back there. I don't want to go behind this apartment complex. I'm not going to do that. There's certain things I'll do and certain things I just won't. That's one of the things I won't do. So there's the path. And she had to run back. So she might have ran from here to this way because as soon as
Betty, most.
Or she cut through there. She could have just cut through there. I got to find out where she started from first, and then we'll do her path this way. But this is the only track that I see, which comes from an entrance from the backside of the apartment complex where Barra lives. And there's the train tracks, and there's the there's the train tracks. So we just went on. So let's just go back there. Let's see what we got. This is what they're saying. So there's the cut through, and there's the garbage cans. There's the so that this would make sense because the first receptacles from this area here are the ones in the back of his house. So I wonder if she did cut through here. She would have ran from his front door around here or around there. We don't know what path she went, but I definitely know that these are the receptacles right here that they were searching. So here's the path to the lake. Maybe this is the cut through. Maybe the other way was the long way around. This is the short way around that they take. And as you can see, there's definitely a clear path here. People run on this. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is a clear running path. And you can see even people run from this way. See the path? To this way. So you got a path coming, which she may have ran from there. She came out that side, came right down here.
I'm sorry, I was muted. Anyway, Betty doesn't take care of her electronic equipment. She actually doesn't have, because she grips for new phones and laptops and cameras and all kind of equipment. And she just, when she packs her car, she just throws that shit, man. She just throws the laptops and phones, and she just throws the camera. She just, abuses the hell out of her equipment, and then wonders why it never works right. And also she didn't know what she did. So I don't know why she wants this $4,000 camera. But her subs have been paying for it all year, and they almost got her to it. Blown away by that. She can't figure out how to work a Galaxy phone or a Samsung phone. How the hell is she going to figure out how to work a $4,000 camera? I don't get it.
Here and ran through here.
Hey, Norton girl.
But there's also one right here from the receptacles that go down
Beth.
here. And you can see they both, I don't know if you can see this, but they both V together. You guys see that? This path coming this way, that way, and this path coming this way. So that the two sides go into a V, and you kind of get right here. I don't know if that came off the house or that's somebody out here.
Now, honestly, when you're walking, your hands are shaky because you're moving, the vibration. Why doesn't she use that little selfie stick? that she has. That would stabilize the phone so she wouldn't be shaking, it wouldn't be vibrating so much. Or, you can get one of them knob things, and the way it would be secure in your hand, then it could cut down on some of the, I don't know. Just an idea.
Guardian. And you can see that the path goes
She
this
wasn't
way.
found at the railroad
That-
tracks.
So you can go this way. I see something stood up there. And then you can go this way. Well, I guess you can't really go this way. It does a drop. It goes straight down right from here. Let me get over here. See, it's a straight drop down. So there's no clear path. There is a running trail down there. I wish I could blow this up for you, but I'm on StreamYard. But I don't know if you can see that right there at the top of the screen. That's a running trail down below. So we're going to get down there. Wait a minute. Did I just see something? Hold on a second. Oh, and there's the lake right there. I can see the lake. So the lake is very, very close. It's right there. I see the lake from where I'm at.
They said she was found by
So
the
this
lake,
is her path.
by the fields.
So she was probably running this way. There's the path right there. So people run on this side right here. And they cross right here. See this? They cross right here.
How do you know that, Betty?
And they go down here.
Mm.
There's an umbrella. But I still haven't found her memorial yet. There's an umbrella. So this is all wooded, and I can tell you, even at this time of day, there's nobody back here. It's desolate. It's desolate. But you can see some paths back here. How the hell did they get to that? There's the path right there. I see the path. Hold on, let's just keep going.
Better watch out for them dead snakes. Yeah, she's playing make
I don't know how to
believe.
get to it. I'm sure there's got to be an easier way to get to it. I don't see people running back here like this. But I see the path right over there. I just don't know how to get to it. There's got to be an easier way to get to
I
this.
agree, girl. It's not smart to be by yourself. It really isn't. It's just not smart to be by yourself. I'm sorry, but she's not exactly a spring chick. Yeah, I thought it was only $3,000. KCGB, you're right. She gripped it hard and she got it. I don't know. She keeps putting up these posts and these videos that she's getting all this money, but she don't get no views. I don't understand it. I don't know if it's bullshit, if it's fantasy land, or if she's really getting it. I don't know.
This path, but I see it. And there is a cut through here. I mean, it's wide open. I didn't have anything snag or hit me while walking through here.
That's not trampled down.
The planks. I guess it gets a little soggy through here, so they built walking planks. Now we're on the path. So this is like, I mean, you can see a clear path here. There's, again, still nobody here. Oh, I knew there was an easier way to get here. I've just passed it. There it is, right there. I knew I didn't have to go through there. So there's the path to get down here, right there. I must have missed it because I knew that couldn't have possibly been. But I wonder what goes back there. So she would have probably gotten up there, crossed here, came down here, and got on the path here. But there's also another path here. I'm at a V in a road. Let's just... Probably need to go straight, but I just figured I'd go see what's down here.
Betty, what are you doing? What are you doing?
it wraps around. Looks like it does a little circle around. So we'll go back here. I don't know, y'all. I mean, I'm Bullhorn Betty. I'm pretty ballsy. I guess if I was comfortable here, and I probably might run this trail. But this is, I don't know. You know, I'm not a, even though my family's from the country, I didn't live a lot in the country. I stayed at my grandfather's house. You know what I'm saying? Like I stayed there. I didn't live there. So I'm not really a woodsy. I mean, I can handle woods. I mean, I deal with snakes and all this other stuff with the crap I do anyways. A little place to sit, rest. I still haven't found Riley's memorial, so I don't even know if I'm on the right track, to be honest with you. I keep wondering. But I know it's right around here because this is it. But I wish I had more information. I mean, they did do the apartments. Those were close up. That's the one thing about media. Like I like aerials and directions and, you know, not just people trying.
Betty, you're not the media. You are not the media.
To explain it in words. There's the lake. Oh, this is the retention pond. This is definitely not the lake.
Karma coming for you, Betty. I'm celebrating Spanky. I don't have a problem with creators making money. I'm against exploiting victims, families, tragedy pimps, liars. In my opinion, yeah.
I guarantee this is the retention pond. So she had to have been found around here somewhere. This is not the lake. This is definitely not the lake. This is too small to be the lake. Let me just check my map. Maybe it is. Hold on.
Oh, I didn't say she was out of type, but she said she did.
I heard it was a retention pond. Past the tracks. This is the first retention pond past the tracks. So let me just reread that. Let me look at my map and see where I'm at.
By the fields, Betty.
Disable shake gestures. Okay, I'll see where we're at. Okay, yes. So this is the retention pond right here. So it's got to be around here. It's got to be around here, unless they took the memorial down. But this is the retention pond. I just checked. So she was found closer to the tracks and near the retention pond. But I don't see her memorial unless they set it up at the lake, Herrick Lake. I don't see the memorial, but this is definitely
because she was found by the fields.
And I don't know the specific place that they found her. All I know is that it was near the retention pond by the railroad tracks. We're at the retention pond by the railroad tracks.
By the fields.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that local recording.
You know, that's how little she cares about this case. If she really cared about this young lady, she would have taken the time to research this case with what information there is out there. And there isn't a lot of factual information. But she would have taken the time to at least completely read the different articles or watch some of the the news about it. But she was too busy with her political stuff. She's using this, and it makes me sick that she's using this girl's murmur to spew her crap.
So we have people.
Hey,
people
Haley,
that. Oh, that's me. I kept thinking the guy was speaking, but I forgot I still had my map on. So this is the area. I just don't know where. I don't know where. Let me check chat. Maybe you guys are saying things that I'm not reading because I've been looking.
It's said by the fields, Betty. Does that look like a field to you?
I have no clue.
I don't know. I just know what the article said because, see, unlike you, I actually looked at the article. Anyway. Don't worry. She's getting ready to turn into a Karen.
I guess 1 million men come across the border, criminals, gangs that make our gangs look like Boy Scouts. I know, right? Like the MS-13. Did you guys hear that Long Island had 2 different bodies chopped up? And they're trying to confirm whether or not it is MS-13. Another great outfit that Biden administration just wants us to have, just thinks they're such great people and just wants them to be members of our society. See that? Those polls? This is the retention pond. So I'm just going to keep walking.
Okay. How is Biden responsible for the MS-13s? They've been here longer than Biden's been in office. Should have been stopped by many presidents ago. Not just Biden, honey. Even your Trumper. Many presidents should have, you know.
I haven't found anything yet. I haven't found it yet. They said she was closer to the retention pond and the tracks. Now we're getting further away from the retention pond and the tracks.
Because they said by the bill.
Her memorial. Hey guys, one rule you have to be here is be respectful and don't be a dick. That's it. If anybody's being respectful or disrespectful in the chat, we used to give 3 strikes and you're out. We no longer do that.
Fields over there,
we expect you to act like an adult. If you can't act like an adult, we will remove you. This is not a channel. This is a channel that we talk about real life. We don't have time for your bullshit. So if you're coming with the bullshit, you don't need to be here. And so I've advised all my mods and anybody that helps me with my page to delete and block any and all that come here to disrespect and not make this about the victims that it should be about. This is not about me. I do my work. My work is these victims. If you don't like it, I don't really care. It's not your business. You're not living my life. Go live your own. I'm never going to stop doing what I do because some idiots are stuck in stupid. I'm going to continue to be me, and I'm going to show people you can be as authentic as you want to be, and people are going to love you and hate you, but at the end of the day, you're going to have more love than hate. And that is the campaign, and that is the messaging that I'm going to show each and every person on this platform and all the platforms abroad. I'm sick and tired of somebody telling me that this is going to ruin me. This is going to do, listen, that's not your business. You don't live my life. I live my life. And I can promise you, if I'm like this, there are many other people just like this. My thoughts, the way I think, the way I process things, trust me, I have now proven to the entire world that there are more of us than there are of them. And that's got to be a damn shame and an embarrassment. They can do illegal crap to try to silence us, right? They can violate federal law. They can violate laws in general, misdemeanors and felonies in their pursuit.
Who's violated the law besides you? Trespassing, filing frivolous lawsuits, taking somebody's video, threatening, doxing, harassing. Wow. Think you pretty much got it covered there, Bets.
Just shut me up. But just remember, I do my shit lawfully. The only way you can ever do.
No one's trying to shut you up, Eddie. What are you talking about? You get called out because of the misinformation that you put out in cases. For your ludicrous behavior you're doing right now. That's why. Somebody came into your chat and didn't agree with something you said, so you're all bent out of shape about it. I thought you said you were in an open chat and people could disagree and have their own opinions. But every time someone does, you do this. You wig out. Keep blocking people, you ain't going to have people. Just telling you.
Defeat me is by going illegal. You're an embarrassment. An embarrassment. 2 years, 3 years now, and have accomplished absolutely nothing. Look at all we've accomplished on this channel. And we keep this victim focused. We're out here looking for information about Riley, about Lake and Riley. Wouldn't that be really weird? Almost ominous. Lake and it's funny. I don't know. A little ominous for me. There's even like a little walking bridge down there. Interesting. But there's a lot of little paths here. But there's where we were. See up there where the train tracks are? We're down here now. We were up there. But this is the area. I wish I would have been able to come out here sooner. I wish I would have been here for the mayor, because you know what? That mayor deserved everything he got, and to lie to his people and say he didn't do it. You know damn well you're part of these policies. This university knows damn well they're part of these policies. Let's call a spade, because there's no way, with all the security that the university has, that they hired an illegal alien by mistake. They didn't pay him, which that's in and of crime of itself, because no matter what, whether you're an illegal alien or not, you got to pay your people. You can't get free labor. Not in America. You surely cannot. So that looks really poorly upon this university to say that they made the man work and not paid him. That's a lawful issue for me. Whether he lied or not, he still worked. You have to pay the man. So I have problems with that. So do you tell me how a university, and if a university is this derelict in their duties, why are we sending our children here?
Okay, so the university, he worked there, but the university didn't pay him? That doesn't seem right.
You have illegal aliens rummaging your entire community here. So much so people are scared to talk. Way to go, UGA. Oh, trust me, UGA. You're just now getting a taste of bullhorn, buddy. I'm being very calm and cool, collective while I'm on your campus, but wait till we get back home. I'm going to tear this university's ass up. They don't even know the likes of what we're about to do. I'm going to have this whole entire community pulling out public records out of their ass. I don't care what the cost is. They're going to be paying for something. Watch me work.
What?
Watch me work. All my shit's done lawfully and legally. Watch me work. I want to know how many illegal aliens are on this campus. I want to know how the hell they got here. I want to know where they came from, how they got employed, why they're living on campus amongst the other students. I got questions. I got questions for you.
Just because they're an illegal alien doesn't mean they don't have a right to make a living. Doesn't mean they don't have a right to live there. They didn't have anything to do with this murmur. And all that stuff is none of your business, and you won't do it. You know what you'll do? You'll do exactly what you're doing now. Run your mouth without any factual basis or facts to back up what you're saying. Just to push your little political propaganda crap.
UGA, and UGA can run and hide. That's okay. You're only 6 or 7 hours away from me. You don't want to ignore Bullhorn Betty. I will be on your campus with a fucking bullhorn. I want answers. I'm pissed.
Betty, you're talking big, but I'll tell you right now, you start messing with that campus, watch how quick you end up catching a charge. They're not going to put up with that, Betty. And you know it, and you're not going to do it, and you know that. You're just big talking behind your phone. There ain't shit you're going to do, because if you try to do that shit, you know what'll happen. You'll keep going live and making videos bitching about it. And eventually, they may shut you up on that too. But you won't go do it in person with your bullhorn, Betty. Blaming the school and the mayor. You're not stupid, Betty. Not that stupid. So, yeah. Again, talking out your ass.
I'm pissed.
I
can tell you that. Hey, channels. Bullhorn Betty's mean to the universities and Biden. The policies that got a girl killed. We don't care about the girl. We care that Bullhorn Betty's angry. We hate Bullhorn Betty so much. Let the illegals run the country. Let them kill as many people as they want. All that matters is that we don't like Bullhorn Betty. Bullhorn Betty. Bullhorn Betty's so mean. Okay.
No, Betty. It's not because I don't like you. You're an idiot. You're a true idiot. You talk out your ass, in my opinion. Just because this man happened to be an illegal alien does not mean that all of them are responsible for his crime, for what he did with his own hands. They had nothing to do with it. Nobody else had nothing to do with it. Quit lumping them all together and quit saying it like that, Betty.
Well, you're about to understand why people respect me, why people answer me, even with all of this nonsense you guys do on YouTube, because this world's a lot bigger than your echo chamber, and this girl's life matters. And I can tell you there's nobody with brass balls bigger than mine. I can tell you that. Maybe James O'Keefe. He's got pretty big balls. He's got pretty big balls. JLRs are nuggets compared to him. I can tell you they're probably acorns compared to mine.
Oh, did you hear that? Did you all hear that? Let me play that again for you. Now listen up.
JLRs are nuggets compared to him, right?
Wait,
he's got pretty big balls.
Listen again. Listen again.
He's got pretty big balls. Fine. I can tell you that. Maybe James O'Keefe. He's got pretty big balls. He's got pretty big balls. JLRs are nuggets compared to him, right? I can tell you they're probably acorns compared to mine.
Oh, JLR is not gonna like that comment. Oh, Becca, she can't find them. They're missing.
So.
Wow, just wow. JLR is gonna be
flip away.
pissed.
Make sure you grab all the comments I'm saying, especially about the illegal aliens, right? The woman that has a whole half her side of her family of Hispanic, legal Hispanic people in her family. And my whole entire family is pissed off, I can tell you that. It's right here. A beautiful nursing student from an animal from Venezuela.
Somehow I don't believe
that's been here
her.
over a year torturing our country.
Sir,
I'm going to say torturing our country because that's what I feel he's doing.
What
Every time you turn around, him and his brother will get in trouble. Our law enforcement don't practice law no more. They don't want to enforce the law. They got better things to do with their time. They got better things to do with their resources. Petty crimes like theft of purses, right? Theft of purses. Those are all low-hanging fruit things that get real bad guys off the street. But our law enforcement, you know, even in Manatee County, they really don't care about the petty crimes. Like they don't realize they can be getting these animals off the street with those petty crimes and saving a life. But no,
Get up there.
you have to
Come on.
lose a life this day and age, especially in places like Georgia, Maryland, Wisconsin, where you have PC run wild.
Betty, if you got someone who committed a violent assault and someone who took a bag of chips or whatever from a store and you needed that cell, that bed, who should you kick because the jails are overcrowded? Should you kick the one who was there for a violent offense and keep the dude that was there for stealing a bag of freaking chips? Because that's exactly what you're saying. A shoplifting charge does not warrant being locked up and the key thrown away, dude.
We got to cater to the criminals, not the victims. Those policies are what's killing us.
No, it's people like you, blowhards like you, that don't want to give the taxpaying dollars so they can have more jails or more prisons or rehabilitation programs. Because every time a dollar's spent, y'all freaking out. And you fight everything. The prisons and jails are overcrowded. There's very little rehabilitation of anything, let alone for any kind of addictions. It's you blowhards don't want no money spent, but you don't want people released for minor brushes with the law either. But yet here you are, who had violent charges, and you're free. Make it make sense.
I'm gonna walk this way. I don't have the time. Might as well. Whew. Thank God I packed light today. I wasn't expecting to chomp in the woods.
Yeah, I believe
All
that,
this.
Haley Hope. Sadly,
All
I
this.
do. I think in some way I do believe that.
I don't know as a single female whether I'd go through that or not. But apparently these are running trails for the runners that are utilized quite a bit. And since I've been out walking, I've seen at least a half a dozen people.
Yeah, she is going too far with this illegal aliens. Ooh, she really is showing her side.
People on these very
in my opinion.
trails. Now people ask, why couldn't anybody hear? Because they're so far away from each other, you can't hear. Look how long I walked. I walked all through there. I guarantee I clocked at least a mile or two. And not one we saw one person, but somebody could very easily sneak up on you.
No, wait, didn't she just say a few minutes back that it's a heavily populated area and that's why you would feel safe running there? Now she's saying, oh no, we haven't seen anybody. But wait, she's going to be a Karen.
Very easily. This is over here. This is what it really irritates me about law enforcement. If you see shit laying around and you're out here investigating, throw the shit away. Like, clean it up. Or have your garbage people. Come out here and clean it up. That's embarrassing. You have law enforcement all out here and you got hands and other debris and clothing and everything just scattered about. That should all be cleaned up and thrown away. I mean, when you have a car wreck on a street, what do? They clean up the mess, whether it's from the car wreck or not. If they see someone on the road that needs to be cleaned up, they clean it up. If it's in the path of the stuff, I have to think that they closed this whole entire walking path down. I have to think that they scoured this entire place for any clues. All right, we're going to go back to the car. We're going to go over to the college, the University of Georgia. I don't know where she lives in there. I'm not going to really try to find out where she lives, nor am I going to interrupt anybody. I just wanted to come and sneak in here and see where Ibarra lives, see where she was killed. But we've definitely walked past where she lost her life. I just don't know where it's at.
Now she wants, I know I was muted. Um, she doesn't have a clue. She just said, I definitely, this is where she was, but I don't know. What? I gotta back that up.
Where she lives in there. I'm not going to really try to find out where she lives, nor am I going to interrupt anybody. I just wanted to come and sneak in here and see where Ibarra lives, see where she was killed. But we definitely walked past where she lost her life. I just don't know where it's at.
Okay.
We went all the way through there.
Okay. I heard her right. This is definitely where she met her demise, but I just don't know where it's at. Well, it can't be both. Huh? Betty, you have no clue.
But it's just sad. Let me turn that to a little kid. Sorry. I didn't want to get the little kid on there. There's a mom walking her daughter. So we'll just stay here until they get done doing what they're doing. I just don't want the little girl on here. I know people get, I mean, it's out in the public. You can't stop it. I mean, that's why people have photos of children in their news conference. You don't hear them all, I can't believe they put a child on camera.
Okay, there's a difference between the real media, because people know they're being filmed, than a crackpot like you, who's not the media, filming their children and putting them on their YouTube. There's a difference, Betty. A lot of times releases are signed. A lot of times it's posted that there will be filming, so you know. And any other times they see the news crews, Betty. The news crews with their crews and their legit news van and their cameras and stuff, Betty. Not some idiot in a pink Trump hat and a pink glow-in-the-dark vest with her phone in her face. Wait, did she just find Olivia? Olivia's on her way. She'll be there because they're meeting up to go to the memorial tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Because then Betty can grip this whole trip and also write it off on her taxes, saying it wasn't for the political rally, which is all it was about, that it was for this case, for her work.
Stuck in stupid. You got shit on public.
You are.
Children in their schools, that's all public. All public.
No, it's not. You're not allowed to go on school grounds and take pictures of children at school, Betty. Good luck trying. You're going to get in trouble. You will be arrested, Betty. You are not allowed to do that. She's an idiot.
Kids playing softball and stuff, and that's all in the public record. Cut it out.
No, it's not.
I'm just over stupidity. That's probably why I'm a little more lackadaisy with my language. I'm so sick of stupid idiots, and that's what we deal with most of the time. Is just idiots.
Betty, the only idiot I see is you. You're walking around filming like some tourist. For what purpose? What purpose does any of this serve? How are you helping? To leave these people alone. You keep saying, oh, well, the mainstream media, the real media isn't doing this, isn't walking to town and filming everything. Why would they? That ought to tell you something, Betty. But you do this all the time. All the time. You waste money going to do nothing. Because you and Olivia do that a lot. And it's ridiculous. And it really, you and JLR are so much alike. So much alike. Because you're both clowns and whatever. You don't care. Betty, you don't care. It's content for you and that's it.
I don't know the law, but here, let me educate you on the law. Idiots. Just idiots.
Betty, you need educated on the law because you're about ready to get your ass handed to you. Deservingly so. For your frivolous lawsuit. And I can't wait. It's going to be a glorious day. And I hope Queen Bee gets everything she asked for. And I do hope you have to refund the legal fees. All the legal expenses. I really do. I really do. Because you've got to be stopped with this frivolous crap. It's crazy. It's gone too far. It's just all gone too far.
Heaven to Betsy, where are you? Hold on, I gotta find you guys. There you are. I was trying to change the camera around. I hit the wrong button. So easy to do on these phones. There we go. So again, that was one path right there she could have cut through. But if she was coming from this away, and his apartment's right up there, it seems more or less that this right here is the path that's 360 feet away from his apartment right there. Let's go back here. I'll show you. So his apartment's right down there on the top. I said it on the top or the bottom. I can't remember. But there's papers on both the top and the bottom. One says no solicitation.
Okay, you don't even know where he lived, in what apartment.
Sitting in one has a printed page on it. And I think the printed page is the one on the second floor, and it's most likely from this community. But here it is. This gets you on the path right here. All lit, near so many people. And she got here. I wonder if the cop's here for me. Yeah, let me go talk to this cop.
Just stocked up on a ton of Paleo
I hope
Valley
he doesn't
beef
tell
sticks.
her
If
anything.
you are a fan, this is the time to stock up.
What the hell did she do? Oh, she set her camera off. I hope the cop doesn't tell her anything. That's not me, that's her. She shut her camera off. Oh, here she is.
Well, good thing you guys didn't see that. I just fell off this. I didn't even realize this thing fell. I literally fell into the water. I got my whole ass wet. My whole ass is dirty now, so I'm gonna have to clean myself up. Let me see if I can turn you around there.
Oh, Lord.
Sorry about that, guys. I think I twisted my.
Boy, that's
I saw a cop,
something.
and he was on the path, so I thought he was, because I've been poking around.
That's something to see walking around your neighborhood. A woman in a pink Trump hat. She's older than middle-aged, but a middle-aged, maybe a little older woman in a glow-in-the-dark pink traffic vest with mud all over her. Yeah, holding his phone, filming everything, walking around, recording everything. Yeah. Will you please quit? You do not drink iced tea. Sir Duke, do you want to go in the house and get food? Come on, mommy let you in to eat. Come on. Yeah.
Here, and usually we have law enforcement that, occasionally when you're looking around here, they come and see what you're up to and see if you need assistance, the normal run-of-the-mill stuff, see if you need any assistance. But I just fell.
Yeah. So they were asking you, that's why she shut her camera off. The officer was asking her, or it probably was a university, a campus police officer, probably asking her what she was doing there. That's why she shut her camera off. Because Betty's never shut it off when she talked to police before. Unless they weren't saying what she didn't like. Exactly. Trespassing. Yeah.
That's it. That's all we have, folks.
Yeah.
That's the tour, day
I
tour.
think she does, KCG.
I just got to clean my ass off.
It looked like a piece of flat rock.
I literally, and I thought I caught myself. And right when I caught myself.
It looked like a piece of flat rock slate or something that she said something like she stepped in it, tipped, and she went right in the puddle. Tried to catch her balance and must have fell on her butt. Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah.
So I stumbled again, and that was it. I went down. Hopefully I didn't lose anything. We'll find out. Okay. I might have to change my britches. I don't know how bad the mud is on them. Pretty bad. All right. The shit we go through to get the coverage we get. And I didn't even get any footage. I only got a little bit of footage. But let me go clean.
What coverage? There's nothing to cover, Betty.
Myself up real quick. See how bad the fall is. I don't think I bruised anything. I just twisted my ankle. My ankle should be fine.
Oh, God.
All right, we're back. Turn you around. Whew. Good 11. Should just let the cop track me down. Instead of me trying to do the right thing and track the cop down and make sure he's not there for me. I just didn't, I don't want anybody ever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got myself good. Hold on a second. Let me find you
the cop tracked you down because you don't belong in the neighborhood, Betty. And he knew that. And you're walking around filming stuff. So he asked you what you was doing. He probably told you to go. I don't know if he did or didn't, but yeah, he definitely was side-eyeing you.
Ugh. There's a lot of mud. There's a lot of mud around
Exactly.
here. So I
Exactly,
think I got mud.
Corinne.
Like, I look like I shit myself. I can't see what's behind me on my butt.
Because I'm sure the police officer asked her what the campus cop asked her what the hell she was doing.
Well, I guess I might as well get it dirty. This is bad. Can you guys tell me if I got stuff on my butt? Butt stuff. I think I'm good. Okay. Now that you guys see my butt crack. What news anchor is going to do that, right? I'm not a news anchor. I'm Bullhorn Betty. But
You're right.
now, if you guys need to know what you guys can kiss, I just showed you, okay? For all the haters in the back, I just wanted to give you a nice, good view, okay? Oh, sorry. I do everything in my BDDs. Just in case you didn't know how big it was. Yes, it's a nice tight ass. You know why? Because I get out and work for that.
Oh, Betty, no, it's not. Oh my God, Betty, I'm not trying to be mean, but no, it's not. You got a wide, flat butt, Betty. Come on, stop. Oh my God, and no one wants to kiss it. That's disgusting. You're so unprofessional.
That too, right? You don't think that 80 pounds on my backpack running a freaking 20 miles ain't going to do something to my booty? Honey, please.
You don't run 20
I got a good
miles.
looking booty.
Betty,
Enjoy.
you don't run 20 miles. Stop it. Heck, when you went searching for that one little boy, you would spend a whole 17 minutes there. 17 minutes and you bitched the whole time and recorded the whole time. You don't run 80 miles, Betty. Stop.
Boy. Now, man, close your eyes. I'll take you guys with me. Hopefully I didn't get my purse too dirty. I did. It's going to have to be washed. That burn it. Oh, well. It is what it is. All right, give me just 2 shakes and I'll get you guys.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, it's not a nice high tight ass. It's a flat.
Oh, my.
Never mind.
I can tell you, I'm one hot mama. And I'm not meaning good looking hot mama. I mean one hot mama.
She's
Like,
horizontal.
I'm exhausted. Tired hot mama. Okay, let me check. I gotta check all this stuff because Olivia should be. And I turn all my stuff off. So let me turn my. Oh, I gotta turn some air on. Ooh, it's hot. This is the first day I've been hot. Holy smokes, I'm freezing. Look at that. I got shit all over my hands from falling. That
Betty,
officer's like,
it's
this
not
dumb
a
bitch.
lot.
Excuse my language. He probably went, oh yeah, officer. He turns up and looks, and I literally fall off that thing. I'm trying to catch myself, and then I go, boo, boo, boo. I'm like, were you here for me? He's like, no, ma'am. I said, okay. I said, I was walking through here. I didn't know if I upset some people. You know, if I was, people were worried, because this just happened. I'm trained. I doubt that they think a woman with a pink hat and a freaking, handheld tripod. This thing here, this is my tripod that I'm walking around with, just so you guys know.
Did you see her new Trump hat? I'll have to show you guys. She says it's got real gold thread on it. Real gold patch. It's really made out of gold. The thread is. Yes, she's proud of it. She says she knows it's real gold because she knows the manufacturer.
I love this little thing. Look at that. It folds right up. Folds up. Look at that. It folds up to like, what is this, 8 inches? 8 inches, something like that. But look at this. This shit goes out like 4 feet. Look at that. It almost reaches from one side of the. I gotta roll my window down. To put so you guys can see it. Okay. Right. I got myself in the face too. Okay, so there you have it. So that's what I've been walking. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Oh, it's great. Yeah, you can me. I'm resourceful. You gotta use some things for other things too, right? You're gonna buy something, make sure it's got multiple.
Okay, then why don't you have one for your hand? So while you're out here being a tourist, a crime tourist, so your videos aren't so jumpy, because as you walk, it shakes the camera. So you could get a stabilizer right for your hand, Betty, to hold that phone. Why don't you do that? Yes, you grip for everything else. Just trying to give you some advice,
Purposes. It's even a little snake gadget, right? I mean, if you really wanted to, this whole thing comes off. Like I can unscrew all of this. I can unscrew all of it. I can take, but that's about it. And you can literally use this for a snake. Like when you're out there searching. I wouldn't recommend getting it in your there's my thing right there. I wouldn't recommend getting it into the threads, but I mean, technically, if push comes to shove, I think this is like maybe $20, right? I go through one a year because they do wear out. Because this right here wears out. This right here, you want it nice and tight, but that right there really does wear out. And then the other thing is these things are plastic. So these right here, this goes up. So these are plastic. So your tripod, sometimes they go out. and they go out too far. Like you can bend them. You can bend them right up here. I've got another one that I bent. So even when I sit it up, it wobbles. It doesn't stay flat like it does whenever when I was out there and I was able to stand you guys up while I did some footage. I wasn't able to do that. I wasn't able to do that before. Oh, it's hot. Why isn't this coming out? What's going on here? Oh, it's nothing.
Footage of what?
Good heavens. Hey guys,
you actually didn't show anything that he.
Here and say hi to everybody. I'm on StreamYard today because I wanted to run on a couple different channels. I wanted a few people to see it. I got this running on TikTok. I got it running.
Language of Horses, you got a channel? You rescue animals on your channel? What's your channel name? Is it your name? We'll put your channel link in the chat. If any of you mods know her channel name and link, can you please post it? I appreciate that. Thank you. Rumpelstiltskin probably spun the golden threads, right? I'm starting to wonder. She's unhinged, yeah. Juicy Jules. Yeah, it is sad that she's being exploited by this woman for her political propaganda. Instead of leaving that child and her family to deal, let her family deal with what they need to deal with. Let this girl rest in peace.
On YouTube, so I just want to tell all my TikTok family, not TikTok, Twitter, all my Twitter family, X family, hey, how are you doing? We just did a walk. I couldn't find the memorial where Lincoln's memorial was. I thought they made a makeshift memorial out here, but
you weren't at the spot, you dumb shit. It said by the fields.
Possible that they've removed it. I don't think that they would this soon after it, but I don't know the policies of this community. And maybe they moved it to a different location, so it's not on the trail. I don't know, but we walked the entire trail.
Why would they remove it from the... Oh my God. She just can't admit she was in the wrong spot. She was in the wrong spot.
We calculated everything as it was written from 11 Alive and still couldn't find, I mean, we found the location, the location that was described. We found the location that was described in the article.
Didn't.
But I didn't see any indicators other than one spot had yellow tape that wasn't fully removed. So I knew we were kind of in the right area. It's just that I couldn't pinpoint exactly where it was. Maybe we'll come back here and do that again. I'm kind of short on time today because I'm going back home tonight and I still want to meet.
Wait a minute. You said you had all day, that you had nothing else to do today. How are you going home tonight? Because when you were on your way there, well, then you left the Trump rally, so you stayed in the hotel last night. Okay, gotcha. So you're not staying. Why is Olivia meeting up with you if you're not staying for the memorial service tomorrow? That's weird. Now, that's weird.
Olivia, I want to give her a hug. It was her birthday a couple days ago,
well,
and I had a kid for her birthday. And if you guys know anything about Olivia and I, like she's like a sister to me. You know, she's family. So is Mom. And I always worry about them because they're alone. They're by themselves, and they're now 8 hours away from me. I mean, if anything ever happened, it would take me forever. I mean, I guess I could jump on a plane and get here, but it's just I always get worried. I think it's like any other. You know, when your children move away, she's not my kid. Mom's not my kid. I get it. But you know the feeling. You still always have those feelings, right? And it's like one of these things where I kind of feel like, you know, I feel like they're sitting ducks all by themselves. You know, they don't really have, like, if something were to go wrong, if there was like a major life crisis or a major catastrophe, the worst case scenario is 8 hours to get to them. The best case scenario is several hours to get to them because no matter what plane you get on, it's going to take you several hours to get there. Plus getting in and out of the TSA, getting in and out, getting your rental car, all these things take time to do. And so it's, I don't know, it's just, by the time you go through all that, you might as well drive. So you're looking at about 8 hours. If there was any major emergency with Mom or Olivia, it would take me 8 hours to get there. And that's what scares me the most because they are alone. You know, it's just them. And, you know, her mom's not even really from here. She's been living here. You obviously lived here for over 20 years. You know, she survived and everything like that, but she's always had the help of Olivia's dad as well. And now it's just Olivia and she's young, you know, she does the best she can, but I still worry about them, I guess is the bottom line. So who all do we have in the chat here? Let me just go through and say hi to everybody. I got Buffalo Mountain Girl, K.I. Blanks, Night Demon. It's nice to see you, love. We got Jane, Jazzy. It's me, Jen. Good morning or good afternoon. Is it morning yet? It's after. Finally clicked over to afternoon. Olivia should be here soon. We got Ronnie. It's nice to see you. The real me too.
Why is she coming?
Dogs and decor. I hope that fall's not going to hurt me tomorrow. I bet you it's probably going to hurt me tomorrow. But I didn't fall that hard. I mean, it was like a trip, and I was like this far off the ground. When
tomorrow, just like the alleged snake bite. There's going to be bruises, and the whole story is going to totally change. Y'all know, right?
Actually fell. I mean, it was the craziest thing. Like I'm in slow motion and couldn't stop myself from falling right in front of an officer. Thank God he wasn't a good looking one. No offense. He was just a little out of my, whatever. I didn't even realize, like, oh, that's right, I'm on StreamYard. I can't put you guys.
I sub to the Language of Horses. Everybody go check out Language of Horses channel. Rescue animals. How can you go wrong? That's awesome. I got to go check it out.
Guys up here now. I've been running straight YouTube for so long. I forgot I could even do this. Oh, thank you. Yes, be Betty. Go over to my Facebook. I need to get over there and start doing more. Betty, find the park entrance at the pond. There's a big park sign. It's to the left. Find the park entrance. Yeah, let's go. Let's drive around. I'm kind of done with this apartment complex. I mean, we've been here for over an hour.
In there over an hour, and what exactly did you accomplish or prove? Not a damn thing. You didn't know where you was going. You didn't know. You didn't even know the facts of what has been released as of yet. Now your chat's telling you where to go? Okay. Sir Duke, why are you trying to claw the door out? You have just been an ornery kitty these last couple weeks, and I don't know why.
Up here on the Apple, so we have at least some, because you guys are running through my hotspot box. You're not running through Verizon. You're running through AT&T. Get this up here. We'll go to the lake and try to find it that way. We'll go to the park entrance. Okay, got that. All right, we'll drive around there. Let me turn you guys around so you guys can at least drive.
Listen, if you're a woman, then you really should know some sort of self-defense. And right now, the U.S. Concealed Carry Association.
Okay, let's see how bad that is. Hold on, I try to get you guys a little straighter. There we go. Okay, hide that comment, new comments. Let's go.
Head west toward South Village Avenue. Turn right on South Village Avenue. Half a mile. Turn right at Escalating.
All right, so this is kind of the ride. I mean, it's a cute community. There's no doubt. I mean, to think that something this awful is going on. I understand why the community is angry. I mean, I'm coming here and I'm seeing something I've never really seen before. And that is the fact that everybody here is terrified to speak. Terrified to speak. Not that they don't want to speak.
Betty, just because they won't talk to you, they're terrified? Are you kidding me? It's just like the college town in Idaho, Betty. They didn't want you people there. That's why they didn't talk to you guys.
They're concerned to speak. Who is making these people concerned? That is my first and only question I care about. Because I'm a person, if you see something, say something. I don't have time for that. And to have a campus and a student unalived brutally by somebody that lived on the campus that shouldn't have lived on the campus. Okay? If you're watching, it's time for you to get an attorney shit out of this university. And I mean that with everything holy in me. So here's a park entrance right here. That's where I came down to, right here. I wonder if this is it. We'll just keep riding around until we find something.
Okay, let's fast forward this. She's getting on my nerves.
Sorry guys, I don't know what happened. It was really weird. It just keeled over. Maybe it's getting a little too hot. Hold on. No, it's not too hot. All right, let me just switch the camera back around. If it does it again, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe it might be my internet. It might be the hot spot box. There we go.
Sir Duke.
It said update LOL. Oh, maybe it was updating. I don't know. Let's just go down just a little bit more. The officer's probably going to be called that. Oh, it's almost like one of those things where I was trying to talk to him so bad I wasn't even really embarrassed. I'm still not embarrassed. It was just like, damn, of all times. I never fall. I mean, I tripped, I slipped, but it never fell over. Like I didn't even see the step. It like dropped down like 6 or 7 inches. It was dangerous. There's one of the guys that was walking by me. He's been walking all over this campus. So here's another park entrance here. Let's just go. Oh no, it's got a closed gate on it. So there's the fields right there over to my left, or my right rather.
In the article, it said she was found around the lake by the fields.
Turn right on College Station Road.
Oh my lord. I can't with this woman.
This is kind of where we are. For those that don't know, we are in Georgia. We're following the Laken Riley case. I know a little bit about this, but a lot of the details I've had to hunt for. They're not really in one specific area. We've got a very checkered information, to say the least, as it was coming out. We were hearing that this was a UGA student, then we learned that this was no longer a UGA student. She just happened to live on the UGA campus, that she had just recently transferred to the Augusta School of Nursing. And
it's not Augusta, it's Augusta.
I was in the process of that, dude. Wake up. Yep, it's time for you to turn. Good. Thank you for waking up.
Oh yeah, Betty would be somebody with road rage. Yeah, definitely.
But it just makes me wonder, because this is the information that is so confusing to me. So the university acknowledges that his brother Diego was working here in the kitchen around the students, and he was illegal. He was not supposed to be here. He provided a bad green card. This is happening all over the country, courtesy of our government and the people that they are working with. It says fields are closed, so we'll just keep running out here.
Okay, so he wasn't employed by the university. His brother was, but his brother had a fake green card. And what they didn't find out till after. Yeah.
They said they never paid him, that they fired him. My thing is, when you're fired, you should be immediately removed from campus.
Okay, so he was never paid and he was terminated. He didn't work at the school then, it was his brother.
If you were kicked out of school, you would have to pack up your stuff and go home. You don't get to stay here. And how is an illegal alien able to stay on campus? He was living on campus. How does that happen? These are major security questions we should all be asking, because our children are coming to these universities, and how many universities are housing illegal aliens right now? Against the law. Literally against the law. It is against you. It is an illegal violation to hire and employ illegals in this country to work.
And that's why they fired him, Betty, because when they ran his green card, they found out it wasn't real, that his documents weren't real. So they did the right thing. They fired him, Betty. Like I said, that could be a private owner. Hey, Ducking Fox.
Here we've got a university funded by the federal government doing just that. And then when they're fired, if that is true, because I don't trust anybody, and to be honest with you, this is a legal matter, and this family has a valid lawful legal civil claim against this university. I don't trust a damn thing that comes out of them or their attorney's mouth about this case. If you want my truth about it, I don't believe a damn thing that comes out of their mouth. Oh, Olivia's at the university. Oh, hold on, let me call Olivia. Give me a second. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Our car broke down.
Hold on a second.
Their car broke down? She's muted.
All right, sorry guys, I gotta go. Olivia's having some problems. So I'm going to her. She's just about 5 minutes away from me. So give me just a minute so I can get my scruples back. But here's the park. I don't see any memorials anywhere around here, guys. I can tell you. We just went through the whole entire park back there. We made it to the lake. We made it to the rail tracks. We made it to the retention pond. I'm about to go over to the university. That's where Olivia's at. But so far, out of this entire area that we went, even at Vara's house and stuff like that, I really didn't see anything. I haven't seen really anything memorializing Lincoln Riley here so far. I know that something exists because I've seen it on TV.
There's the film.
But I don't know if they immediately removed it. That's going to piss me off if they did, because, I mean, give her a little bit of courtesy. I mean, you did get her killed. The university is responsible for this death. Let's not say anything other than truth.
First, it was Joe Biden, you said just the other day. You blamed Joe Biden and all the politicians around him that it was their fault. Now you're saying it's the university's fault. But Betty, it's the dude's fault who did it. You understand that, right? I don't think you do. How is it Never mind. I can't.
Hopefully it's nothing major. I got to talk to Olivia and her mom, just find out what's going on. I think my hip is starting to hurt a little bit. I might have hit it harder than I thought I did, but we'll see. So far it's not. It's just a little nagging, like a little tiny throb on my left side, but not too bad. Hey guys, if you don't mind, please go out. Like we got like 219 people in the chat, so go out and thumb this up while we get to Olivia. There's the University of Georgia Visitor Center. I mean, this campus is really cute. I just don't understand how the campus administration is hiring illegal aliens to work around our kids. I'm confused.
Betty, they didn't know he wasn't illegal. He had a fake green card. And when they discovered it was a fake, they fired him. My God.
Confused about that fact and that fact alone. Okay, let's get this coming through. Let's see what we can do. We're about 1 minute away from beautiful Olivia. Don't forget it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Olivia. What's we got going on? Hopefully it's just like a dead battery or something like that. Usually it's something really stupid, but if they drove here and it didn't, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we get into. This is what happens when you're on the road. We always have something. It's never just an easy, it's always something on these trips. Never fails. Okay. Just pushing that. No, she's not here. Okay. Okay, I see them. All right, let me take this off. You guys are just gonna have to sit. Ooh, I'm getting a rash. I must have ran into something I shouldn't have ran into. Guys, give me just a moment. I gotta figure out what's going on here. I just have a dead battery. Where's my blue box? That's what I need to talk. Where's my blue box? Alternator, it would have died on you, and you guys would have died right from something. So I think you're probably more in line with about that.
This is insane. What is she doing? This is her, not me. No, this is her video. She just left. Instead of shutting the live down and taking care of business, she just left. I shit you not. This is Betty. Look, I'm fast forwarding. This isn't me. Unbelievable.
Sorry, guys. Gotta try to do something here. I don't know. Seems like it would be the battery, but the stuff inside the car is lit up and it's not even turning over. So I don't know if it's the starter, but even the starter would click. There's no clicking, no nothing. All right, guys, give me a minute. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to do something.
End the live. Unbelievable.
Thing with me. All else fails, I got roadside service. We can get it up to someplace.
No, the roadside service only covers your car, Betty. It Isn't she like this big auto mechanic? She can fix everything? Unbelievable. Unbelievable that she did this. Okay, I'm going to fast forward this way because, yeah, this is insane. No, she still doesn't come back. Wow. Why didn't she just end her live? Look at this. She's was gone a long time. Wow. That's disrespectful to your chat. I'm sorry. That's disrespectful. You can always come back. And she couldn't stand up. And I told you, all Olivia cares about is doing her TikTok videos. This is unbelievable.
Funny, I was out there and mom's like, I'm gonna talk to my people. That was so funny. I was out there and mom's like, "You had the camera on?" I'm like, "Yeah, I had the camera on." She's like, "I was sitting here eating bread." She's like, "I'm gonna kill you, Andrew." I said, "Well, you should know it's always hot up in here. It's always hot up in here." I just told her, I said, "Let me go sit in there. We got AAA coming for her battery. I think it's the battery. I did it. I have this machine. I've had it for years. It's a little. I recommend everybody getting one of these. It's for on the road. It's a diagnostic little tool. You know, it helps you because I got an older car, so I always come prepared. Like I have, I got oil in the back of the car. I've got obviously all the tools. I've got, you know, different types of battery chargers. I got handhelds. I got ones that can plug in and trickle. I got wrenches. I literally have, you know, as long as it's minor mechanic issues, I can be anywhere. If something happens to this, whether it's a sensor or a spark plug or, you know, something stupid, I can usually take care of it. You know, if it's too bad, like this, I could take the spark plugs out and replace the spark plugs. I'm not doing that until I get home, you know? I have all my tools at the house. I can tear my car apart at the house. I can't do it on the road. I do deal with minor issues. If something is not
But you can't change a battery. Okay.
stalling me or keeping me from moving this car, I'm not working on the car. The car's still moving, even if it's chugga 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 lugga lugga.
Oh my Lord. Betty, you froze up again. That is a good screenshot though. But her name goes over her face. So yeah, that ruins it. Look at this. What is she doing? Oh my Lord.
All right, let me get. Sorry, guys, my internet went down. Of course, all the issues to be having on the road. No big deal. No big deal. I didn't realize this battery looked like it was full, but apparently it was not. So hopefully I got you guys charging now. This one's got 3 bars in it. Let's hope that works. I had my hotspot. It just died out, so I gotta get shit charged up. I'm running out of juice. I don't know how the heck I keep running out of all this juice. I got all this crap. I got cords going out my butt. Spread the love. Yeah, spread the love. Sorry, guys. This wasn't the tour day tour. I have to be honest with you. This was not. Why isn't this charging now?
And there you have it.
This was the tour day tour. Like we were going to
Now, see, she can't say anything about being pissed about being. What? Oh my God, it's after 12 o'clock. Yeah, we're going to end this. She can't say anything about anybody calling her a crime tourist when she's sitting here calling it the tour.
do all this stuff, but we just had some minor setbacks. It's going to probably push us back, you know, an hour or so. I think after this, we're going to go get some ice cream and then start our crusade again for this. People on Twitter are like,
Yeah.
what the hell is this lady doing?
We'll
They're not used to the Bullhorn Betty show on Twitter.
We'll have to finish this tomorrow, guys. I didn't realize it was so late. Thank you, Hope. We'll finish this tomorrow because it is after midnight and I got to get up and get my kids off to school and go to the freaking doctors. She's going to break down in the middle of nowhere someday and she will be screwed. Yeah, well, she couldn't even handle the battery situation with Olivia's car. And she's talking about changing spark plugs and stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's what she says, Marcy. Mechanic extraordinaire. If she quit overloading her car with charges, she'd be fine. Yeah, yeah. She's crazy. She's crazy. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Mine was just mellow. Just mellow. It was nice and quiet, though. The kids were bummed because it would rain, then it would get all wet out. Then the trampoline would be all wet, and yeah. So we had to find things to amuse them. The Murdaugh hearings where she left it running for hours. She did? Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, see, that's just it. You got to take care. Never mind. You got to take care of your stuff. But I guess when you're not paying for it, yeah, I seen her new GoFundMe thing. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Yeah, I seen her new GoFundMe thing. What a joke. She's a clown. True clown. Still running with the same bullcrap. She just never gets it. Never gets it. Anyway, I'm going to end this because it is after midnight. And I've been on here a long time. So we will finish this tomorrow. And we'll talk about the GoFundMe thing. But there's a lot left of this video. There's another 2 hours and something. But we're not going to watch it all because a lot of it's filler. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Mods, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you. And just all my subs, I really greatly appreciate you. You're awesome. Do me a favor, hit that like button and sub up if you're not subbed. But again, thank you, everybody. And I'll see you on the YouTube streets.